Gangsta Greed, hope you're sorry. This is your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this is motherfucking Drink Chats Podcast. Make some noise!
And right now, I'm proud to announce that we are standing in front of two icons. I'm saying they're beyond legendary. This guy, one person, single-handedly changed the way hip-hop is being promoted, changed the way marketing is being handled, advertisement. He has finessed it. Every hip-hop sneaker in the world has to have a connection to him somehow, some way. And then the other guy is one of the most powerful groups, one of the people I personally owe Tone, because after I look at N.O.R.E. album, I always say, damn, I should have made Trackmasters executive producer. Because you guys was really there, intricate in that whole album, and that's the album that made me a star. So in case these motherfuckers don't know who we talking about, we're talking about Steve Stoute and Tone from Trackmasters. Make some noise! Now, Stoute, I want to start with you. They say the origins of your career started with Kid and Play. Is that correct?
Yeah, I started with Kid and Play. 90, 91, 92.
Okay.
I started as their road manager. So, you know, like, it's been a long journey since then, but like, they put me on straight up. Like, I got introduced to Wiz through a mutual friend, and then like, that's how I got on.
All right. So now, in the beginning, because you said you was their road manager, what you just say?
Well, I wasn't even the road manager. I was the roadie. That's the guy who checks in for the road manager.
Okay.
I'm the advance man.
Right.
That's what I was.
Let's make some noise for Humble again. Goddamn. This man walked in with a special briefcase. I still don't know what that is. It looks fantastic. What is that?
It's Japanese whiskey.
No, I'm talking about that. What is that?
Oh, this is
No, the leather thing.
No, this is.
So you open it and it glows and shit.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God. He wanted
some cigars and shit. Just Trinidad's, Partagas, you know, just like work. We here
regular
talking.
Shit,
like, we're gonna do this shit. Let's do the whole conversation, man. And I don't want to hold back nothing, honestly. I want to get into this really, really deep.
Oh, I got tons of questions.
I'm checking your journalism skills.
No, I got tons.
I'm checking your journalism
I had this
skills.
cheat code for a while.
Okay,
but here's you had a video on the internet recently that blew my mind. I think I called you and I told you I had a great idea because you were in Italy, I believe. You were in customs, right? And these guys were trying to get you to pay for the wines.
I didn't understand it.
Okay,
it was Italian wine. I was bringing it back home. They were charging me.
Right, but the crazy thing was, I was with around a couple of my friends, and we was Googling the actual bottles that you had, and this is some exclusive shit. Like, I felt like, I said, yo, this is rap class. Like, he's literally, I went, because I spent money on alcohol, and I literally don't know what I'll be doing. Like, just spend, and these were particular types of wines, right, Stoute?
Yeah.
Describe that.
Well, I can't remember what I had an assortment. I was going on vacation. I had to stop. Had a business thing, and then I was going on vacation afterwards, and I just wanted to have, you know, in case I got thirsty.
Just some expensive wine around. We get it.
No, actually, it's what I drink on a regular basis. Now, if I'm gonna drink, like it just goes there, like everything else. Like, you know, you don't smoke the same weed you used to smoke.
No.
Yeah, there's no season.
No.
Right, everything just keeps changing and shit, right? So that's what it was, and they're flagrant over there in customs anyway. They just hit you with some wild Italian shit and just want you to just write a check to be scared and shit.
Because it's Italian.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's Italian wine. I shouldn't be paying customs on this.
Right.
I'm bringing it home.
Okay, now Tone.
What up?
You was Red Hot Tone, right?
Lover.
Red Hot Lover Tone.
Red Hot Lover Tone. So did you start as an artist?
I started as an artist who couldn't find a producer. So I started producing my own music.
Wow.
So then I became a producer and then went and did the artist thing after, you know.
Right.
I produced a couple of records.
What do you enjoy more, being an artist or being a producer?
Producer.
Producer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I remember one year, Tone. This is right after I believe it was written. And I came to you and I asked you, I said, Tone, I want a commercial record. And you said,
That's how you said
not.
it?
Yes.
You asked for it straight up like that?
I might have worded it radio record.
Right.
And your exact words
I need
to
a singing
me
hook, Tone.
was, nope.
Nah.
He said, yo, I feel like, all right, Nas was a star from Illmatic, right? He was a star, but he wasn't a superstar.
Right.
Then after he worked with Trackmasters, arguably that was his moment of superstardom.
Right.
And I felt like at first you didn't like that because it kind of made him commercial a little bit, or how was that
How'd you
feeling?
get the merch?
Huh?
Oh, we got you. We got you. We got you.
I didn't even know there was merch. I like that.
Well, oh, okay, yeah.
You're trying to sell everything Drink Shack. We don't know how long this is gonna last.
Yo, Mr. Lee, can you pop this for me, brother? Be careful. You know your style. You're not that good. So,
All right, so what's the question?
it was Nas, because at the time, like
Why
I
did you
said,
tell him no for a commercial record?
yeah, you
You
was
remember saying that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad he did.
I remember what you said after that too. You want me to tell you what you said?
Yeah,
You
tell me
said,
what I said.
You said Nas was the king of the hood, and people they mad at me because I gave him these records, and he said, right now you're the prince of the hood, and I'll give you all the hard records in the world. You gave me N.O.R.E. You gave me all the hard records in the world, but you were staying away from like doing. But you allow LES to produce. I think I had a record with LES or Chico DeBarge.
Okay.
So so when Nas first received that commercial success, was you receiving backlash or something like that? Like
We received backlash from the moment it was announced that Trackmasters were producing.
Wow.
It was written.
It was never announced like that. But
Well, it got out. It leaked out. It
Right.
absolutely. So
Right.
everyone was afraid that Nas would be commercial and we would fuck it up, basically.
Right.
You know. But
There it is.
Told you he's not
What
very
were you
good.
guys already most known for before that? Like what tracks that people were worried about it?
shit. I think we had just finished
I can
LL.
tell you,
Yeah.
you had just finished LL, but before that, the shit that broke off was the Soul
Soul
For Real shit.
Pharrell.
Okay.
Mary
You
J.
had the
Blige.
good shit, Mary J. Blige.
So leaning more towards R&B.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Well, we did hip hop.
No,
I
we
mean,
did
we go.
G-rap.
We did
But I'm saying the
G-rap.
records
We
that that popped before that.
Didn't y'all do On the Run for G-Rap?
did On the Run.
That's
We
crazy.
did Ill Street Blues.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
lose.
God.
Once you got the Ill Street
Yeah.
Blues. Ooh. Now stop. Did Nas write Get Jiggy with it?
Yeah, Nas should have wrote more. Nas didn't get jiggy enough with it. He was supposed to write the whole shit. And he was like, he couldn't, you're getting right to the Nas. I wanted to go back to the It Was Written thing.
Okay, yeah.
Because
We're going to get to the jiggy thing too.
Yes, no, that's important.
Right,
Nas, It Was Written, when you coming off Illmatic, the issue I'd had.
And you didn't manage him during Illmatic. Okay.
No.
Okay,
and the
cool.
shit, I was trying to manage him, and then right at the day I was going to meet him to get the whole shit going was right after the Source Awards, the one where Snoop came out. New York don't got no love for.
Okay.
Right?
Is that the same
And
stuff?
Nas got locked up. Yeah, Nas got locked up
Get outta
for
here.
some shit, and like the record company wouldn't even give him money to get a shirt. Like it was some crazy, dumb, stupid shit. And I had just gotten a hold of him and just thought the people were keeping you away from him,
Right.
like. And like when we made it was written. It was like, how could you not make I Rule the World with Lauryn Hill? Like, it makes perfect sense. That is a hip-hop record. I Rule the World is a hip-hop record. Like, it didn't make a difference what anybody said. And I felt like everyone who kept on coming up to me or coming up to them saying, oh, y'all fucking Nas up, I felt like it was every artist that just didn't want that good-looking, young rapping nigga to be a superstar. They wanted him to stay this, like, down. They wanted him to be like G-Rap. They wanted him to be like the under guy, but never make it. I'm like, no, fuck all of you guys. Fuck every single one of you guys. Fuck all of you guys. We're getting all the money. And if it was Biggie or Tupac or Tribe or this or LL, it didn't even make a difference. Whoever, we got the full package.
Right. Now that was your idea to put Nas and Trackmasters together.
Yeah, I was already working with Tone and Polk. I was managing them, and then it was Nas. It was perfect.
Right. And did you know the impact? Did you think that?
100%.
Okay, I like the confidence. Goddamn, let's make some noise for the goddamn confidence. Goddamn. Oh man, this is come on. We gonna fill up on some drinks. What are we doing? Tone, you don't want no champagne.
We ahead
right?
of you right now. I didn't.
Did we see if we have Tiger Bone here?
Oh, then we got Tiger Bone. We can get the Tiger Bone in a second, baby.
You want a cigar or something? You got a cigar? Look, we need a cigar. Let me look at you.
Now, stop. I want you to break that down because What kind of cigar? What you know, we're from the hood. We smoke the cigars just to put weed in them.
No, this right here.
I want to start smoking cigars. I want to start having class.
Yeah.
I want
you have
Stoute to teach me rap
you
class.
clean up a lot.
Yeah,
you clean up a lot. I got pictures on there.
Relax now. But listen, you like that's a Cohiba, right? This
is a Cohiba. You can tell Bahiki right here.
Okay.
That's a 54, a 52.
Now, are you saying 54? The price? That's the price?
No, that's the gauge. That's the gauge, the size.
This is some fly shit right now here, Fred.
I'm not gonna act like I smoke cigars, but I'll take one.
Yeah, hey man, that's some fly shit, man. It's some fly shit right there, man.
They're good.
And now red wine. Is red wine more expensive? Is the most expensive than white wine?
No.
There's some expensive white wines.
Nigga, I got one right here. Hold on, it's here.
Okay.
Whoa, hit this right here.
How much is that?
This is depending on who you buy it from, but this is Coach. This is white Burgundy. This goes.
White Burgundy. I have never had that. No, I did have Burgundy in France.
We can try it.
From France. Now, Stoute, they told me that you're friends with Tom Brady. Yeah. Is this true? Who the fuck is friends with Tom Brady?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Only God. Only God speaks to Tom Brady.
I know Tom Brady. We used to hang out. We used to play cards with Tom Brady.
Right.
See how
nonchalant he said it.
There's great Tom Brady stories. Right. But like I know Tom Brady. Yeah. I mean, I've been around.
This is fly shit.
No, I've been around.
Yes, I know.
You know,
there's a lot of people who've been around that don't got Tom Brady number. Goddammit. Let's make some noise for them.
Tom Brady used to hang out at Butter, man, in New York. Yeah, Tom Brady would play on a Sunday.
Oh, you mean he's a human? New York
Tom is a human? Brady does. Right before he did the TB12 shit, he was doing all the regular human shit.
He was doing human shit.
Yeah,
I never knew Tom Brady to be a human.
Yeah.
Now, you also was working with Genius, correct? You have a stake in Genius?
I'm on the board.
I don't know what that means. I know it's from fly shit. I just know it's some fly shit right there. Okay, now, it was a time where Tupac was actually beefing with Nas.
That is correct.
What was that like for you guys? Because that was two total icons that you know.
I'll tell you the story.
Okay.
So I was working at Interscope at the time, and I'd heard the new Tupac album, and he had that song where he was shitting on just
hit him up.
Okay. Shitting on everybody.
Right.
And he shitted on Nas. And,
but not on Hit 'Em Up. He shitted on Nas on a different record. But I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
It was on the same album.
You're right. You're absolutely right. It was him, Nas, and R.P. I was thinking of Takeover.
So he shit on everybody, and then I spoke to Nas about it.
Right.
And we were at it was the MTV Awards in New York, which was it was tense because it was Death Row East and you know whatever that looked like and what it meant.
Yeah, Death Row East was just they homies from the New York, right? Homie from New York.
It was Eric B was
that's right.
Eric B was the president of Death Row East, and we were in Bryant Park. Those awards were crazy because Bone Thugs destroyed the show. They opened it. They shut that fucking thing down, and then anyhow, and it was tense and Big and Puff and all that was going to be there, and it must have been '95 because Jay was there, and we went to Bryant Park, and Nas was there, and we seen them guys coming, and it was deep.
All right.
And then Nas made a call, and it got really tense in the middle. But I did see in the beginning, Nas and Tupac, when they got into the center and it was all around them, Tupac was like, yo, you the king of New York, man. It was like no disrespect. It was that kind of conversation. And Suge came running in like he got there like 20 seconds after the fact. And ran in, boom, 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 boom. And was like around the situation going like, yo, what's going on? You know, like, and he looked at me like, what are you doing? I just seen you in LA, you're with Interscope.
Sure.
Yeah, he looked at me, recognized me from being with Interscope, but he still, meanwhile, you know, Jungle got the motherfucking toast on this nigga. Yeah. And I'm looking at the toast, he's looking at me, and I can see the toast on him. And like these two guys going at it, it was a very tense situation that thankfully worked out okay. It worked out okay that night, because it could have been really ugly that night. you know, they were in New York, and you know.
Of course. So, yeah, I want to get more because I never met Tupac, so I want to we're gonna come back to that.
I definitely met him.
We're coming on the 20th. This is the 20th or 21 anniversary of the firm. Am I correct? 20th. Come on, ask Google it.
The truth of the matter is, you know what? I don't want to give everything an anniversary like that.
Right.
Like,
but 20 years deserve to be
20,
celebrated.
but except the
Why
album.
don't you want to give it
The album could have been better. The album should have been better. It was too much talent involved.
But it was monumental, though.
It was monumental. I don't like that, man. Look, I don't think you feel like that either.
I think that's how I think.
Was dope.
That's how I think about everything.
20 years? Okay.
That's how I think about everything.
I think the album was dope. I think we dropped the wrong first single.
What, Phone Tap? No, that wasn't the first
No,
single.
but that's
Firm Biz?
Yeah, Firm Biz. Well, yeah. Well, it was a lot of different things. I mean, it was. You guys were making the Will Smith album down here,
Right.
and Dr. Dre came down here. We were in Amelia Estefan's studio down here. We had the whole shit locked down, and we were making Will Smith's album, finishing the Nas record.
Big up my man. Estefan's Kitchen is one of my favorite restaurants. I had to throw that out there.
I just went to
that shit is fantastic.
First of all, he's fantastic.
Yeah. He got like a Mr. Child style restaurant.
You know, he has 2,000 employees.
God damn, let's make
You
some
know
noise.
how
Let's
big-
make some noise.
I just see him in London. He's tremendous.
Now,
Tremendous.
Cuban
Who
people.
was the craziest member?
He was buying blocks down here. All this shit down here with your spiders.
Right.
He was buying blocks down here. 20 years ago for $500,000 for the entire block. And he was buying them in parcels.
God damn it, Stoute. Keep talking.
Yeah, Emilio is fucking nuts.
Keep going.
He owns all
And he's
of
low
this
key
shit.
as a motherfucker,
And
too.
he's very. Wouldn't you be low key if you were buying blocks?
So who's the craziest member of the firm? Throw it out there. Go for it. Go for it. Come on, Stoute. You're heating up. You're heating up, Stoute.
Crazy in what way?
Just crazy. It could be great. It could be bad. It could be whatever.
They know. You know what's so funny about this show? They know, like, let the alcohol kick in.
Yeah.
There's pre-alcohol and there's post. Now somebody's job is to look at everybody's eyes and tell them when to
Look, you see, this came out.
Nah,
This
it's
came
a
out.
feeling. It's
So
a feeling.
it's all. So you just gotta. It's about pacing yourself. Notice there's no water.
No, we got water for you right there. We got water. We got your back.
Yeah,
We got your
look,
back.
I got my water.
Yeah, we got water. We got water.
We professional
But,
drinkers.
or rather, what was the craziest session, like a firm session? What was?
Craziest firm session.
Did you go to Bearsville? Yo,
That
I
was
was
the
so
Bearsville for my
mad.
solo, though, not the firm, though.
You didn't go up there when we were up there recording?
Not for the firm.
You were there when 50 was up there?
Yeah, when I was
But we were
recording
doing
my solo.
everything. Yo, we gotta talk about it.
What,
You
that
and
documentary?
Me. No, me and you,
Okay,
man.
we getting this now. We going there.
Because it makes no sense.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're gonna get there.
We have to get there.
We're gonna get there. No problem. We're gonna just take a
But
couple shots.
by the way, I was just orchestrating everything, man. We
Right.
had this whole entire town.
Yes.
You,
Yes.
50,
Yes.
Nas,
Yes.
the
I
firm,
always-
the thing, what's his name? The nigga from my neighborhood that I put on that turned into a fucking psychopath.
Okay.
The little producer dude. Sha Money.
Oh wow.
All these guys. He didn't have no
You
equipment.
know, let me tell you something, Stoute. I always felt like
You just called him a psychopath.
and correct me if
He
I'm
turned
wrong.
into a psychopath because I think that this is how I feel about everything. If somebody puts you on in life in any way, shape, or form,
Right.
that's it, man. It's respect forever.
Right.
Like, it's just respect forever. You
Right.
see what he just said? You got on. I was a roadie.
Right.
I got Kid and Play.
Yeah.
Wiz.
Right.
I met Wiz. DJ
Right.
Wiz.
Right.
I would not be here where I am right now if it wasn't for DJ Wiz putting me on.
Right.
Full stop.
Right.
Right.
It's how it goes.
Right.
And if I'm in your business, like when you got guys here who did shit, like I don't think that anyone should be shitted on if they're pushing culture forward and they're trying to get shit done.
Right.
And I think people, they make a sport out of it because it's easy to make a sport out of it and sensationalize making fun of somebody or shitting on somebody or whatever. But at the end of the day, like it's our job together to push this thing forward. That's why I'm here. I'm here because I've watched this man grow, and I would have never done this. I didn't even fuck with him at all. I used to fuck with him, and then I could not stand his fucking guts.
Don't that shit stop. Let's do another shot. Let's go.
Another shot. We haven't
He
started.
haven't had a shot.
I know. But now, what was one of the craziest firm sessions? What was the one that stand out to you?
There were none.
There were none?
Yo, hold on. Open the door. My man is at the door.
We got you. There were none, or they were all, you say?
It's Rich Paul at the door.
Because was this your first time collaborating with Dr. Dre?
Yeah, I think the most memorable fame.
But didn't somebody get fucked
session
up
for
in
me-
Miami? There was a fight. Dr. Dre's man kicked somebody. It was some crazy shit. You don't remember that?
I remember that.
Damn, you remember that? Fuck. There was some crazy stories in Miami, man. Will Smith got mad. Nobody was.
Y'all ain't want to put Will Smith on the album?
No.
Is that what happened? Why he got mad? Why
Will
Will
Smith
got mad?
snapping on Dr. Dre. You don't remember that
wow.
stuff?
Will got jokes. Will got jokes.
I don't remember
Will
that.
Smith is hilarious.
Will
Your
got
memory is
jokes?
terrible.
So why y'all think she? So
You remember nothing?
why do y'all think the firm wasn't bigger? Like that was the first time East Coast. Like this was two monumental.
First music Dr. Dre made after he left
After
Death
leaving
Row
Death Row.
was Nas's coming on Nas's album, and the first project on Aftermath was The Firm. It was brand new shit. Niggas had to. Tone and Pope was big, and they're outright, and they, they weren't like, they were splitting the album, and Foxy was loose cannon. What's his name? Cormega was in, out.
I was
the
going
firm.
there.
Yeah, we could go there. He was in and out the firm. He was getting very, he was belligerent based off of his status. This kid Nature.
What does belligerent mean? I'm sorry. That was big words. Now,
No, not that big. It's not that big.
What does it mean? Like,
Tell him what it means.
Arrogant?
Belligerent, like he just like
Arrogant
blatant,
can
like
be
just
part of
yeah.
it.
Cause
Mad, angry, upset.
Because why did he exactly get kicked out of the group? Back then, like, people worked through their problems. We didn't have the internet. So most of the times, people will go behind the scenes, they'll work out the problems. But he was actually, you guys had to take a measure to actually kick him out of the group and replace him. Even if he would have got kicked out of the group back then, it was usually the three members moved forward. But so what happened in that situation?
You remember Nas shouted it out when he was in jail.
On Illmatic.
And he was in
What
jail.
up with Cormega? Did you see him all together?
When he got home, before he even came back around to even fuck with Nas or fuck with us, what he was doing, he signed the Chris Lighty.
Oh.
They scooped him up.
Okay, hold on, stop. You're going too fast. All right, so.
That wasn't even that fast.
You saying, hold on. So you saying Nas shouted him out. The buzz started from the shout out.
Yeah.
He comes home.
And he goes sign somewhere else.
But
Facts.
was there a conversation?
Yes,
like,
Not even a conversation.
get out of here.
No.
Wow.
No.
I never knew that.
Well, there it is.
I thought, because it looked like, okay, you and, for those that don't know, Chris Lighty, God bless the dead, was my manager, and you was either with Chris or you was with Stoute at that time. 100%, right? Y'all was the two, or Mark Pitts was out there as well, like as far as management go at that time.
And Flavor Unit too was managing a lot.
Yeah, but Flavor Unit was kind of like just Flavor Unit, like
Yeah.
they
No,
wasn't.
it was. You're right. It was. If you was with me and Chris, it was either you were with me or you were with Chris. It wasn't even management. It was more than just management. It
Right.
was just like we control the market.
Right.
It was like Bad Boy. Then you had Violator, what they were doing.
Right.
And then you had a sense of what we were doing. And if you weren't with that, we controlled the market. In
Right.
New York, we did.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
right. Talk that shit, Stoute.
Well, that's the truth.
Talk that shit,
You
Stoute.
can verify it. You can
That's it.
verify it. You got the computer.
You got the computer,
You got the
goddamn it.
man for
He's
the
got the
facts. You
tools.
can verify it. There was nowhere to go.
Right. Now, 20 years later, you think Nas will be this businessman that Nas turned out to be?
He asked me that question the other day.
Like, I'm proud of him, bro. Like, I'm
Right.
seriously
I
proud of
can't-
him.
He is.
He out there looking good with Nicki Minaj out there looking good. Go ahead, boy.
Yeah, he's-
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's special. He's a special dude.
But he got in on Lyft.
He got it on everything. First of all, his manager, Anthony Salah, is like, special. He's talented. I mean, these guys are all cut from the same cloth. Like, very resourceful, trying to figure it out. And Nas is one of the most trustworthy people you would ever meet. He could read you, and if he fucks with you and he trusts you.
Right.
I never had a management contract with Nas.
Right.
Never. I never, ever had to even think about getting paid from him. I'd have $400,000 in cash, and he wouldn't even know or care. Like, He's not like that.
Right.
He doesn't move off of money.
Right.
I mean, he likes nice things or whatever, but money don't move him. So it was never about, if he trusts you and he fucks with you, that's what it is. So Anthony, just kept moving it forward and got him involved in technology. I introduced Nas to this guy Ben Horowitz, who's the leading venture capitalist who happens to love rhymes. And him and Nas hooked up. I put them together, and then like Anthony, outside of that relationship, started creating other relationships in Silicon Valley, and Nas shows up.
Now, what made
he shows up on time?
Yeah, that's the important thing in tech too. On time.
Now, what made you fall back on management? Like that was a lot of money, like just in that business. Correct? Am I saying that correct?
Crazy motherfuckers like you.
Yeah. I'm the guy.
That's all you know.
Damn, nigga.
No, I think I went from managing artists,
right,
and I just wanted to manage companies. It was just like I still feel like I'm managing, just managing corporations rather than managing individual artists.
Right.
But I love artists, and I love special artists, the guys that are really talented, that what they do can't be replicated. And I have a lot of deep respect for it. And my job as a businessman is to make sure that people leave them the fuck alone, so they could just do what they got to do and create and leave them alone, and give them the money and the resources and the environment to be great.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, who was the easiest artist to ever produce for it?
He wants that.
Nah, I'm just fucking around.
Nah, actually, you were pretty good.
Yes.
I walked in the studio. I said I got the track. You said everybody get out the room. I played, right? And you went to work. So, I mean, you were easy. But it's between Jay and Nas. Both very easy to work with.
Easy to work with. Now,
Nas
what was
is
the
not easy.
artist?
He's being nice.
That was very politically correct. It was very politically correct.
That's not even true. You're lying. You're lying right now on the show. Listen. No lying on Drink
That's right.
Champs. There's no lying on Drink Champs.
Hov is the easiest artist to work with.
He's the easiest artist. He always has his shit prepared. Now, let me give you another one. What was an artist that you was disappointed in? Like you went to work with them and they work ethic wasn't there, or they fell asleep.
Tell the truth. They fell asleep.
Damn.
Don't say nature. Don't say nature.
Don't say nature?
No, I'm just saying.
He wouldn't show up.
I'm just playing.
You want a drink?
Man.
Yo, pull some shots. Good, Tone. You gotta come on. This is Drink Champs.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not disappointed in anybody.
Jermaine Dupri said Whitney Houston disappointed him. God damn it! Come on, you gotta give us something. He said Whitney Houston could not hit the notes that he wrote for her. He didn't say she was racking the studio. He just said
he said that right here.
He said that right in your seat. You sitting at right now.
Wow.
He said that. We're just keeping it real. This is 20 years.
Keeping it real.
Yeah.
Fox was tough to work with.
Now meaning now like why like.
She was just young at the time.
Now, she was signed to y'all as well?
That's another good story.
That was Def Jam?
Good story.
Okay.
She was young.
Okay.
So I think the stardom coming at her really fast was hard to get her in the studio and really work. But when she arrived at the studio, she got busy. It was just getting her there on time. And
She was 17. She used to come with a book bag.
Right. Wow.
She used to come to the studio with a book bag.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
Tone found Foxy, man.
What?
Tone discovered Foxy Brown
You gotta
facts.
describe that.
These are facts. These are facts.
Hold on, Tone.
Describe that.
The world don't know that.
We just grew. Honestly, I watched her grow up.
What, 'cause you from Brooklyn too?
Right, I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, I
Right,
forgot
right,
you from
right.
Brooklyn. You
Right,
always
so we
you
really
look like
like-
a Queens nigga, like so. I always just claimed you in my mind, like you was just from Queens, like you know what I mean? In my mind.
I'm not drinking that. What is that? Shots of what?
No, that's kind of like
it's a tradition.
Yeah.
Puff did 4.
Okay.
Jermaine Dupri did 8.
Once you
took
said
the
the
record.
tradition, that's it.
It's a tradition.
All right.
Okay, now I don't know if y'all know about Drink Champs, but Drink Champs is, I seen there was not a platform that when people get 10 years or people get 20 years or 15 years in this game, people want to write them off. People want to say that these guys ain't doing it no more because whatever. Here at Drink Champs, we like to salute our people. We like to give them their flowers while they can smell them, give them their thoughts while they can tell them, their drinks where they can drink them, and their thoughts when they can think them. You understand what I'm saying? So here at Drink Champs, we are saluting you, Steve Stoute, for everything you did in this business. We are saluting you, Tone, for everything you did in this business. And we salute y'all and we respect y'all. Salute. Now, how about Big?
It's not bad.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's
Let me go back
absolutely
to
horrible.
It's actually horrible. Now, you worked with Big before, Tony?
Yeah.
What joint you worked with Big?
Let's see. There's a discrepancy, by the way. We're going to get to that in a second.
Let's get to the discrepancy.
We did Juicy.
Juicy. The original Juicy?
Yes.
Get the fuck out
What's
of
the
here.
unoriginal Juicy?
I know, I totally forgot.
What's the unoriginal Juicy?
There was no remix.
That was Tiger Bone talking. Don't worry about me. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Juicy. We did the One More Chance remix.
Remix?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Now, y'all had a discrepancy saying that a good friend of ours, Rashad, produced it with Puff. No. Pope
But
did
we
that.
didn't say that.
There was a conversation.
There was a conversation
Puff
on
said
it.
it.
Yeah, because
Puff said what?
I would assume that's the only time we would have talked about Juicy.
No, he said one more chance.
One More Chance.
No, I know what discrepancy he's talking about. You're talking about where Little C's was on here, and Little C says Nas was supposed to be on Big's album. Is that it?
Right, yep.
And we said that Nas was supposed to be on One More Chance, but he wasn't. He's supposed to be on Give Me the Loop.
I don't know which record he was going on.
Okay.
But when y'all started talking about One More Chance being one of the greatest records
Yeah.
in hip hop,
Right.
you didn't give Trackmasters the credit.
Ooh.
So I was
We
just,
gotta put some respect on their name.
We corrected that
We
discrepancy
gotta put
right
some
now.
respect on their name. I'm
Let's get
claiming
some
it.
noise for Trackmasters.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was so honored to work with y'all, like, because it was y'all and Clark Kent. I gotta give Clark Kent too. Like, I just would write rhymes. I didn't know how to count bars. I would write rhymes and just write hooks separate. I wouldn't know how to put them shits together. And I remember going to Bisville. I remember you and Polk and just pulling me to the side and being like, "You got the talent. It's just fucking everywhere." And I just appreciate that. I appreciate, the uncle in. I gotta say, like, I felt like an uncle. Like when I was at Bisville, like you knew. This is what it was. We was finishing N.O.R.E. album. I was all over the place. I went to Miami. I went, and it was your idea. He was like, "Yo, N.O.R.E., I can't get you to focus in New York. You gonna come to Bearsville?" They lied to me. They definitely didn't tell me what Bearsville was. It's like, yeah, you just wanna go up there, motherfucker. Everything closed at 5 o'clock. If you don't got your Phillies, you fucked up. You don't got your cigarettes, you don't got no liquor, you fucked up.
You remember 50 being up there?
Yes, I remember I did 2 records for 50. That was our beef. You don't remember? That was our beef.
Me and your beef?
Yes, because I did the 2 records for 50 and I asked you.
I felt like our beef
And
was
you-
always about the firm. You didn't feel like I didn't give you
talking about
enough
y'all
love.
beef?
Not
Yeah,
beef.
it
We
was
just
that
had
one guy,
disagreement.
then he got carried away. Then he got carried away.
Okay. Right.
And I'm sitting there going, like, I'm putting everybody on.
Right.
I'm taking the responsibility and I'm putting everything on.
Right.
I got 50 out of his contract. He was with Jam Master Jay. I got him out the contract. Got him in. Took Shaw Money from the hood. Brought Shaw Money in.
Talk
Put him
that
with the
shit,
Bisville.
Stoute.
Then goes N.O.R.E. N.O.R.E. was in between. This shit wasn't right. This shit wasn't right. Nigga, you talented. Your shit ain't right. Come up to Bearsville. And then we had... And these dudes was up here, it was Tone and Pope, and it was their producers under them, and they were orchestrating. We had 3 rooms going, Femme Fatale.
Yeah, Femme Fatale, I was up there.
Femme Fatale,
I was up
that's
there.
right.
Yeah.
And we was up there, and we were getting busy.
Yes, you were.
making. That's where the power of the dollar was made.
Yes.
That's
That's
what
I'm on
50's
2
first
records on
record
that
was
album.
made.
I'm on 2 records
We
on
were
that.
doing the
'cause
whole
y'all
shit up
working on
there.
my solo.
Right.
And so I'm on 2 records on that. I forget the name of them shits. But yeah, man, I came around, I felt the energy, and that's where it was, where our little problem had started was because I think I called and I said, 50's album, I wanted to get paid or something. He was like, "I ain't paying you for no 50 record." I swear to God. I think y'all was in beef with 50 at this time. And then it just all trickled down. But it's all love. We are here today and we are having fun and we're gonna drink some of your expensive white wine. Goddamn, we don't got a cork opener.
White Burgundy open it. I have a cork
That's
opener.
all I was like, and you got a expensive Chinese jacket. What kind of jacket is that, Stoute? That's it. Oh, that is buttery, man. I've been getting my Gucci jacket on too, and he came and crushed all my jackets. I'm hating. Oh, this is
And all his cases are leather.
Yo, man, let me tell you something, Stoute. You gotta teach a class, a rap class. We're gonna call it rap class, where you sit down and you teach niggas. Niggas don't know cohibas. They don't know what's the difference between. Did he just say a 55 Miller? He said, what did he say? He said, this is a 55. Like nobody don't know that. You got
a 52 and a 54.
A 52 and a 50. This is what I'm trying to say. This should be mad funny. He got me, Jadakiss, and like a Jim Jones. And you sitting us down and you teaching us rap class. It's called rap class. And you sit, this is how you drink a Merlot. Most people don't know you drink a red wine with a steak. People don't know that. They just drink what the fuck they want to drink.
You can drink whatever they fucking want.
You can? Okay, all right. That's how I get down.
Those are all fake rules. There's no rules.
I drink whatever. It's new rules. You drink
this goes great with a blunt.
You goes great with a blunt. I'm opening this up. Can you open it up for me, Stoute, please? I want you to do the honors.
No problem.
So, okay, now, why isn't AZ? Why didn't AZ like be just as big as a star?
Wow.
Yo, I just had this conversation with Son
Right.
about AZ. AZ, honestly, first of all, if he was an actor, he'd be a fucking superstar.
Okay.
If you ever watch him in the interlude,
I seen him in Belly.
No. You ever watch him in the interlude when the Biggie video in the beginning where Biggie they rolling, they're playing for money and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing with Monopoly money. Mm-hmm. Yo, look at AZ and that thing.
He's acting.
He's fucking
He's
awesome.
killing it. I gotta go back and look at it.
And he worked really hard, and he was all about the business.
Mm-hmm.
People forget, even after the rhyme on Life's a Bitch, he delivered the rhyme again though on More Money, More Murder.
The same rhyme? No.
He delivered the rhyme.
Okay.
He delivered it. People thought his pen just fell off after that.
Right.
More Money, More Murder, his rhymes is also high.
Right.
He wanted to always make Sugar Hill. He wanted to make
the
commercial
same type of
records.
record you said?
Commercial records. He wanted to make that type of shit. And I think he didn't have great management around him.
Right.
And he just wasn't, he didn't have enough talent for what was coming out at that time. It was vicious.
Nah,
the amount of rappers that was.
I think he had the talent.
What skill do you think he lacked?
No, he had the work ethic, and he had the. He was a polished person. Show up, deliver. He could act. He'll play it all out. He was that type of guy. But when he went to write the rhymes and do it over and over, he didn't give a shit about that. He showed up when Nas was on the record, but outside of that, he wouldn't write. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Listen to his music.
It felt like he was hella lyrical to me.
No, that's your memory. You know certain things age bad. Like you listen to it, you think it's dope, and when you go back, you listen to it, like I can't even believe I like this shit.
Damn. Okay.
You ever do that? Like you fall in love with something. Like even if you go look at Star Wars right now, you see the strings. Certain things just don't age well, and you just got to be honest about that. AZ's rhymes didn't age well outside of More Money and Life's a Bitch.
Wow.
That's all.
And so you never managed him? Why was that? Why didn't you?
I felt like he just said it.
Why didn't I manage him? No. Because managing artists and all that shit wasn't really what I wanted to do.
Wow.
My wife.
Okay.
I didn't really want to do, that wasn't the career I wanted to build myself on, being a manager of artists. I just wanted to keep doing more shit and trying shit. And my first big break came, the first producer I managed, this kid, he was a Jehovah Witness. This is really funny.
You managed a Jehovah Witness?
They say this kid listen to this.
I'm ready for this.
This kid is a Jehovah Witness. And back then, getting equipment was so hard to get as a producer. If you had equipment, you could basically rent your equipment out for credit. You could basically say, I produce half the record if you use my equipment. That's how scarce equipment was. And Herbie Lovebug was jerking everybody up.
Right.
He was a thief.
He said that's why.
Right? So this kid, I go meet this kid that Wiz introduced me to, and the guy, his name is Steve Kitt. You'll never hear his name again, probably, but Steve Kitt, he's a Jehovah Witness. He's producing records for Salt and Pepper, and he's not taking credit, but he's getting $5,000.
And Herbie's managing, right, or producing.
Herbie got all these guys on lock.
Right.
So anyhow, the kid does all this shit. So I meet him. I'm like, and it's similar to the same shit I met you, Tone. I meet the kid, and I'm like, yo, man, you don't have to even fuck with these guys. I'll buy you the equipment. I was doing real estate at the time. I bought the kid. I went to Sam Ash, bought all the rolling shit, and it was like a Christmas list he gave me, the shit he really wanted. He made up extra shit. I bought it for him, and we started producing, and the first thing we did was the theme song for the Martin Lawrence show.
Oh shit.
The first that Martin, we took that from the Def Comedy Jam. Us Kid Capri. Boom. The Martin Lawrence, the theme song. I knew Martin. Martin used to sleep. Martin and I, when I was the roadie.
East Elmhurst, right?
Yeah, when I was the roadie for Kid and Play, Martin Lawrence was the opening act.
Get the fuck out.
I knew Martin Lawrence like the guy that was just like the he was just the regular dude.
Right.
Like we were right here, and when he blew up and got his show, and he's like, "Stop." He helped me out. I said, I can make the theme music for you. And I got the kid, Steve Kidd, to do it. He made that. He got the publishing off of that. He's still eating. And he's a full Jehovah's Witness. I have not heard from him since then. But back then, he was afraid. The Jehovah's Witness thing, I'm only going to bring that in because he was afraid to take credit for music because it was against his religion.
Okay, now earlier you just said you described the video with the I think that was the Jay-Z video. We said
it was a Jay-Z video with Big in it. Yeah.
Big and now was that the beginning of Nas and the whole dispute? Because of that, because it was said that Nas was dead presidents, I believe.
Yeah, it was dead presidents.
It was dead presidents, I believe. Now the rumor is that it was Jay wanted Nas to come to the video.
I don't know. Jay and Nas knew each other before I knew either of them. So I don't know what the beginning of their beef was. But it was definitely just in New York City, it was just like, who's the best rapper, you know? And like, that's what the beginning of that beef was. I mean, I guess it was just normal young.
Right.
By the way, you gotta remember, niggas are 25 years old.
Right.
These are 25 years old with millions of dollars.
And not only
really
that.
millions of dollars and really 25 years old.
Correct.
And like, so that's the perfect concoction for stupid shit.
Right.
A lot of money and young.
It's macho shit.
Right.
Yeah. So the macho shit led to a bunch of dumb shit, which led to a bunch of beefs.
Right.
But it wasn't none of it was really real, except those guys have the greatest respect for one another. Right. I mean, the greatest respect for one another.
That's one of the things that did age well. Like you just said, mentioned earlier, like a lot of things don't age well.
Yeah.
That's something but aged perfectly. Like I look at that, but back then, let's just describe back then. Like back then, Takeover comes out. Are you worried? You're a guy who's been in Nas' career. Both of you guys have been in Nas' career at least since his second album.
Yeah.
I need tell him keep it real. Takeover comes out.
You got to put yourself right in the specific situation. Where were you at Nas at the time?
Yep.
Jay at the time, the whole thing.
And
I remember that so clearly.
And I need y'all to co-sign the story. There's a different Ether out there. Like before Ether became Ether, there was another record. Yeah, but
that's right.
Another version, or
there was another version. Like,
How do you know about this?
I heard it. I was in the
Same
studio
beat?
one day. I was like, holy! It was a little worse.
Was it the same beat?
No, it wasn't. I don't remember.
So it's a different record.
I cannot remember.
I can remember the whole shit.
Okay, but go ahead.
I was worried. I thought Nas was done.
Rich, we good?
Whoa.
Tell me when we not clean, bro.
All right, we got you. Hold on. Okay. You thought Nas was done from Takeover?
I did.
Really, it was only one shot at Nas, if you think about it. He just said, tell Nas he
You know
don't
what it is?
want
I seen him perform it.
No. That was no. He put the third verse on that thing.
On Takeover?
Yes.
Oh, you think it's super ugly?
No.
Okay, I'm
no.
confused.
He first did the first thing where he said, tell Nas he don't want to wear
at
holes.
Summer Jam.
Tell Nas he don't want to wear holes.
Right, and then Nas did a freestyle.
Then he did the freestyle.
He said he run through beans.
First of all, that freestyle is crazy.
That was wrong. You produced that freestyle too, right? I think that was, I think so. I don't remember. But go ahead. And then Jay does take over. I think Stoute is 100% correct. So you said...
I was worried.
You was worried.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I seen him perform the record, and he gets to the part of where he goes, who's the best MC? Biggie, Jay-Z, and then he goes, nah. And then Takeover comes on, and I watched the crowd. I was like, this shit is a problem.
Wow.
So, I was nervous for Nas. I was nervous for Nas.
And how about you, Stoute? Was you nervous?
Nervous is an understatement.
Okay.
First of all, Jay and I became friends. We became really friendly around that time, before that. And Jay's a very secretive dude, and he had never told me that he was doing that or any of that kind of shit. So I kind of felt betrayed. I honestly felt like it was all a ploy just to, like there wasn't really a friendship actually. That's what I felt like.
You felt like you and Jay-Z
yeah, like I thought it was a friendship, then I'm like, this ain't no real friendship. If you're gonna just shit on this guy, you're not gonna tell me.
Right.
And I'm at the Hammerstein Ballroom and he performed it, and I'm in the rafters. The Hammerstein Ballroom is like a theater and shit, and it has like those like opera fucking balconies.
Right.
And I thought the shit was going to snap and break. That's how crazy it was.
Right.
Yeah, and that was young Kanye West on the beat.
Right.
Right? And
I totally forgot Kanye produced
Kanye produced the Takeover.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
And,
I totally forgot that.
Yeah, so that was young Kanye on the beat. And I was nervous. I thought Nas's career was over. And Nas was really in no position to, the way he was carrying himself, the way he wasn't taking it as seriously. He was a lot of shit he was dealing with, man. His baby mom shit and just a lot of shit, man. You know, Nas takes care of a lot of people. You know how
and then he didn't, and actually back then, because it wasn't people thought it was over, it was that his response was kind of slow, right? I think it was like 3 months old.
That's Steve style.
Okay.
So what happened was...
Talk about that Steve style. Come on, guys. I'm going to take some of your expensive wine.
We made the...
Tell me some of that.
Yeah.
Pass me that.
He's drinking that Kolsch. So what happened was... Take your time with that, too.
Okay, Style. Let me show you how I pour wine, Style. Let me know if I got a little bit of class. Let me know, Style. Let me know if I got a little bit of class.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Use the hand. That's perfect.
And then like that. And then like this. And then like this. Oh, see, I did pour too much. That's right. Wine, it's supposed to be like, see, rap class. See what I'm saying? We performing 2 shows right now. But go ahead. So, all right. The Takeover's out. Nas...
You into this story?
Yeah, everybody's into it.
No, please.
Nas.
I just want to make sure everybody's into it.
No, everybody's into it. And they told us to have a light crowd. We usually have more people. We told us to have a light crowd because you said you have something important to say. We're going to about a new announcement.
By the way, we can... So anyhow.
Okay, go ahead. So
the whole shit's like a fucking mess.
And in 6 months, he didn't respond? Was it 3 months or 6 months?
I don't know that part of it.
Okay.
But I had that beat. That was the first beat that I had that I gave Nas.
Ether?
The beat for Ether, I took the beat, I gave it to Nas on the album first, not for Ether, just to make a record. I forgot what this shit reminded me of. It reminded me of something. And I'm like, yo, this shit right here. And Nas, he didn't like the shit. So him and I,
that's how artist is, and then later on you like it.
We went through a really tough time. That was the lowest point of our relationship during that period of time. Nas and I, we weren't speaking. I was executive producing that album.
And you're saying in between after Takeover?
Takeover happens.
Takeover to Ether.
To Ether. I'm not speaking to Nas. We're not.
Wow.
We're working together, but like, you know, like a bad marriage.
Very distant.
We come home and we.
And when you say it's the first
talk.
beat you gave him, literally like say I picked this beat for you.
When I make music, when I work with artists, I get involved in every aspect of it. How you end your verses, how the fucking chorus shit, the beats, the whole program.
So you're like damn near production.
I just never took. They're the producers.
My bad.
Yeah. I get credit for what I do. He gets credit for what he does. Like, you know, I just have a point of view, right?
So okay.
And I gave it to him, and he didn't fuck with it, and I didn't speak to him for months. And he worked on the album. He made that album. I forgot the name of the album. God's Son, no.
No, I think that's not hip hop.
It's Stillmatic.
Oh, Stillmatic, yeah. I was just saying the one with the bird.
The pigeon,
The pigeon.
Is that Stillmatic?
That's Stillmatic.
Yeah, that's Stillmatic.
Stillmatic.
I believe. Go ahead.
So we're not working on this shit together, and like, he calls me in. The album is about to go to mastering, and I go to the studio, and he plays me Ether. It's like 2 a.m, and he uses that beat. Now, we weren't even speaking, so the fact that he even called me to the studio the night before mastering was because he wanted me to hear, like, did I go too far? Is this fucked up? And I get there at 2 a.m, and Jungle is on some fuck Stoute, you know, fuck that, yo, Stoute, fuck you, da-da-da. And I'm listening to this shit, and I'm like, I take off my, we staying here all night.
Right.
We gotta fix this. This is a mess. This is a mess. Wow. If this shit comes out, your career is over. And he made the record. But there was a different version of it with the same beat that was terrible. Thank you for hitting the AC. But then it was a beat, it was terrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
And you know, it was the proper response for what he was in. I mean, that's a heavyweight match. By the way, when you see Nas and Jay together, it's like looking at Ali and Frazier.
Yeah.
It's like two guys, like we were punching each other in the motherfucking face.
Go ahead.
As hard as we can.
I understand.
And we were respecting
no,
how much we could take the punches to the face.
Right.
That's what they did. You never seen no shit like this. This wasn't no LL Cool J battling Kumo D after the Kumo D was already on the way out. And this is
Clash of the
happening.
Titans.
This is happening at the right time.
In real time.
In real time.
Right.
And like, and somebody's gonna lose and somebody's gonna win, and that's just gonna happen. And the fact that they did that and nobody got shot and nobody got stabbed, that's what we should be fucking bigging up right now.
I think
because
that's
what
right.
they did.
And you know what it was too? I think both of them, I think that was both of their best time of leadership, because they were actually saying that to their crews, like, yo, this is on record. Like, they were actually saying that. Like, you know, I remember Jay had did the freestyle with everybody on Hot 97, and he went up there and he rhymed with I think that's when he first got his Phillies boys. And Nas had called me and was like, yo, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go up there and do it. And from the beginning, when Nas called me, I said, do we need bail money? He said, hold up, y'all. He said, hold up. It's not that type of party. We're just gonna go and rhyme against them. And I knew that, and that was a boss move as a leader.
That's right.
Was to let people know, like, look, we're gonna dispute them, and we're gonna do whatever we gotta do, but this, you know, we're gonna keep it hip hop. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that part of hip hop. I still enjoy it. So now, in between that part, you guys are worried. Now, Ether finally is put together the way you want it. It drops. How proud are you of that moment? That when the whole world started doubting him, he dropped that one, and Ether was strong enough that even when Hov responded, he didn't have to respond. That's how strong that one record was.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't say that. Like, Hov is 2-1. So when you compare Hov and Nas battle, it's like Hov actually has 2.
Nas had 2 records too. You know the freestyle. We talked about
Yeah, the freestyle, but that was like
that was how Super Ugly came off.
Super Ugly, the reason why I think Super Ugly isn't a classic is because you actually got a person that you never seen emotional be a little emotional. That's why I think people didn't receive that record.
Ether was one of those records, man.
No, I'm saying Super Ugly.
No, I'm saying Ether was one of those records where shit like that starts to happen. It gets you off of your thing. When you boxing, nigga hit you in the face and it throws you off in your new plans.
Yeah.
We're gonna do new styles.
You got hit everywhere.
You start changing. You start doing new shit.
Change the strategy.
But the most important part of what this is about in this topic, we can go inside of Nas, Ether, Jay, this, that, and the third. The fact that those guys, they put their money on the line. You see, back then, when you lost, what you really was betting was your career.
Your career.
You weren't betting $1 million.
Right.
You were betting your entire earning potential.
Like when LL battled Cannabis was gone.
Yeah.
He was gone.
KRS and Shan.
Yeah.
KRS and Shan.
Guy,
So,
the loser's done.
Yeah. But this is scary.
The loser is done. And so when they did that, that's what they were playing for. And the fact that they never turned it into anything else.
And they both came out smelling like roses instead of shit.
Better people. And that's
and grew after that.
And grew after that.
Together they actually
You gotta say, by the way, anytime I'm around both of them together, it's like I don't even listen to anything. All I do is shut the fuck up and let them niggas talk and feel so fortunate that I'm around 2 of the greatest writers that ever walked the face of this earth.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Now, how intricate was you in like the squashing of that? Like now, you got business with both. They both just went at each other horribly, and then they both grown men.
No, you know what? I wasn't involved.
Get the fuck! I would have thought that would have been you.
No, I was in squash. I was involved in other beefs that was squash, but not that one
because
because
I felt like Hov was always shouting you out to like kind of like elbow Nas a little bit, like Stoute, holla at me, man. Like I'm fucking with your boss. Like I'm fucking with your top guy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
that's probably why me and Damon never got along.
We gonna get into that too. I don't know. Got good. Got so good. I didn't know where to go with that. I didn't know where you wanted to go with that.
I'm here.
Why you and Dave never got along? Why?
I just said that's why I thought we didn't get along.
Because Jay was shouting you out.
Yeah, I think because of that. I think that he was the smart guy.
Right.
And he was the smart guy at that time.
In my opinion, and this is I can't speak for Dame, but I think we had him on Drink. Of course, we had. I know we had him on Drink Champs, but I think he always says that like it was Leor, and I believe your name came up. Stoute.
He probably didn't say me.
I don't think he did.
Okay. Yeah, he wouldn't say me.
Okay. Maybe he said that to me.
He wouldn't say me.
Okay.
He was a smart guy at the time, and Damon. I spoke to Damon 3 weeks ago, and I told him, I said, Damon, I finally now understood.
Wait, you spoke to him 3 weeks ago? Recently, you said?
3 weeks ago from today, yeah.
Wow.
And I called him and tell him, man, I got to tell you that I really do understand everything you stood for and everything you fought for.
Right.
Like, if you look at, again, Young and Money,
right.
Bad Concoction, right? Damon knew artists should be independent. Damon knew artists should own their rights. Damon knew he was fighting for all of that stuff. Damon actually knew how international the art of hip hop was.
Yeah.
He knew everything. He knew everything, and he knew who to fight for it. The problem was he knew it, but the way he handled it.
He could articulate it properly at that point?
He could articulate it, but the way he handled it to make it a business was just disgusting, right? But he wasn't. His theory was correct. The way he handled it,
applied it. Yep. Okay.
was wrong.
I get it.
And I told him that.
Wow.
And he's like, it took you long enough. Wow. And I'm like, you fucking can't even just say thanks. But but that's Damon, and that's cool. And I respect.
Wait, time out. He said that's what he said to you
3 weeks ago. It took you long enough.
That is Dame awesome. Like a motherfucker, my dude. Oh man.
But I was, for me, I was just like, the one thing I've always prided myself on. There's a lot of things I am. I'm fucking smart. I knew the shit. I know the shit cold. I know the business cold. I know the artist, the music, the this. I could see the shit before it happens. And like, I knew what he was trying to do. And where me and Jay became friends was almost like when I would say it to him, or the way I would package the information, it felt like we were going forward. It didn't feel like, fuck all these niggas, da, da, da. It didn't feel belligerent. It felt like we were actually coming up with ideas and thoughts that was gonna move shit forward, not just shit on people to get there, right? There's a way to move forward. You can shit on people to move forward, or you could do it in a charismatic way. And I felt like the way I was doing it, or maybe the way I was doing it was more charismatic, much more advanced, as far as moving forward.
Now, Tone, have you ever produced a record for an artist where an artist dissed another artist and you had to feel awkward about that?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, Tone.
I mean, LL and Cannabis was weird. That was weird.
Wait, you produced LL's record?
Yeah, I mean, we got back. LL, Cannabis had, I need some fucking water.
Your water's right under you.
Right under you. Right?
Go ahead, get busy. It's water. We got waters all over.
Yeah, we get back
Not
to the
denying
studio.
you.
Cannabis has the verse. It was a dope verse.
Wait, you produced Cannabis shit too?
Yeah.
You produced both of them?
He's like Samuel L. Jackson.
No, that's Don King shit. That's Don King shit right there. That's not even. You wore both fighters out to the wing, and you said I'm leaving with the winner.
Well, it was just on that. It was just on the 4 3 2 1 joint when Cannabis said the rhyme.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then LL went into spit after he heard Cannabis's rhyme.
And then he changed his rhyme,
And
right?
he changed his rhyme.
Right.
I felt a little weird about that.
Why? Because L wanted to change.
Yeah, because you're going at a guy who's not even here, right?
Blind
He's on
side.
your record.
But in fairness, we had LL on here, and L said He thought cannabis really went at him on that record.
Yeah, he said, when he heard it, he
listen,
felt
L
that.
was looking for beef with everybody. By the way, you know what? I looked at the L interview. I love that guy. Man, I love that guy. That guy is my favorite rapper of all time. When I grew up...
I'm drinking more of your expensive shit.
Yeah, you gotta go for it.
Yes, go ahead.
I'd see that guy at block parties. I seen LL battle guys in malls. LL grew up as a battle rapper.
Right.
And he's just so fucking competitive that he had no record. I mean, we do the fucking record, Who Shot You? And he shits on female rappers too. I don't give a fuck, fool. Why would you use the girlfriend? It's a girl's 17.
Wait, yo, you fucking up my childhood right now. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Why would you do that? He just can't control himself.
Oh shit, I never knew that.
LL's dope, but you asked me if I
Dope is my favorite rapper of all time. I love all that shit, the A to B, the C to D. The albums that niggas thought was whack, I was into the albums. The whole shit. The A to B, you don't remember that. You remember that? That was like the intro of one of his albums.
Of whose?
LL's.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I was Walking with a Panther. I love Walking with a Panther.
Okay.
I love LL. But he just be so competitive with niggas for no reason. And maybe cannabis, he could have pulled cannabis to the side. And gave him some OG.
No, he definitely could have done that. Come on, everybody understands he could have done
He
that.
doesn't ever want to do that.
You could have gave him some OG game. He didn't want to.
He definitely could have done that.
Never.
He would have tear his ass up. That's some inner artist shit though. Like, as a DJ, are you competitive with other DJs when you go out?
I mean, of course, that's the same thing.
Okay, so now describe that for me as a DJ. Like, what, a DJ comes on first and then...
I mean, it just depends. Yeah, it depends on the platform. If it's a club DJ, if it's a battle DJ, whatever it is. But yeah, you don't want this guy to... What? He went on, he played what record? And then you get mad at the records he played.
Yeah, I've seen DJs argue
If he's your
about
opener and he plays some records, you're like, what the fuck is he doing? And
you can't play the hot record at the time.
It's competitive.
You gotta relax.
Yeah.
You gotta relax.
Absolutely.
You gotta relax. Now, Tone, what's the best era of hip hop, my brother?
90s hip hop, man.
You gonna go for the whole 90s to
what
90s?
part
You gonna go
90s?
for
The whole decade?
Yeah, I'll go from,
Or you gonna go from Illmatic on?
Because I feel like the early mid 90s to like 97 was like...
The best decade?
No, he said which is the best era. He said the 90s.
So how you can define it by a decade? We gotta be...
No, he didn't.
I don't think it was ever a great decade.
No, right.
The whole decade didn't ever made it. There's a reason why the decade never makes it. You wanna hear it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
As soon as shit gets hot, if you listen to 88 is the best year for hip hop by far. Just listen to
It's probably like Run DMC.
Run DMC. That was the Run DMC album that was their comeback album in '88, actually.
Right.
Public Enemy. Eazy-E.
NWA
and Eazy-E the same year.
Yeah.
And KRS One. I mean, there's 18 albums that came out that year that is just ridiculous. EPMD launched the shit.
But it feels like the late 80s set up the early 90s.
No, what happened was, then after that happens, the way the business was at the time, like anything else, these guys are all either on independent labels, Cold Chillin' Records, Select Records, this, that, and the third, and Profile Records, and they blow up. So what happens after that? The majors don't know who to sign. They just sign a bunch of dudes who rap and give them some bullshit story. So then all of a sudden, the truth gets watered down by the bullshit. So 87, 88, when everybody was scrambling to get on, you had to be nice as shit. That shit works. Irv and Rakim, 88. Then all of a sudden, what happens is the money comes in and fucks it up. Like this bullshit. Like this area where you're at right now, this is dope right now. All the artists is here. In 10 years from now, 5 years from now, it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be fucked up. The artist's gonna go somewhere else. That's how
this is like, what is this like?
You talking about Wynwood?
This is like,
Yes.
This used to be the hood.
Yes.
This used to be the hood.
I know. That's what.
I mean, it still kind of is.
No, that's what happens to get the great shit. Right? That's the hood. 88 hip hop is the hood. Niggas is doing whatever. They're not even doing it for money.
Right.
Like
this area is a perfect example. This is where all the early hip hop parties were in Miami. In the hood here.
This is what I'm saying. And then all of a sudden the money comes in, and then somebody decides to put a Mandarin Oriental next door.
Exactly.
Right. Then all of a sudden the artists have to move out. Right. That's what happened in rap music. In every decade, something happens, and all of a sudden, so it was 88, that happens. Then you got the early 90s, that was awesome. You got Wu-Tang, you got Biggie, you got Nas, you got Jay, and then all of a sudden the money comes in, and all of a sudden, I can shit on 1,000 guys right now that all of a sudden got record deals and opportunities, not because they were talented, because they were rappers. And it sounded like this, and everybody was looking for the copycat version. So what year are you saying is that happening? No, I'm saying that when you got to look at eras, so if you look at 87 to 89, let's call that an era. You got to break it down in 3 years. Right. I wouldn't break it 10 years. I'd make it 3 years. Because you got 3 years for this neighborhood to work, and then all of a sudden the money comes in and fucks the neighborhood up. 87 to 89, 92 to 96.
Yep.
And it moves in blocks like that. Doesn't move in 10-year increments.
I see that.
That's all.
Now, you was the guy like to bring Ruff Ryders to Interscope, correct? That was you single-handedly. But you didn't have DMX.
No.
Was that hard to do that? Because although Ruff Ryders was looked at as a great company, but X was like Jay-Z.
By the way, I'm a marketing branding guy. All I seen was the R. I seen the R. I'm like, I seen the R. And they had motherfuckers riding on motorcycles, standing up there on a motorcycle with no hands on. I'd never seen that before in my life. I was like, this is it. This is it. DMX is the beginning of a lot of shit. So I want to, and D is amazing. D.
We just had D on here as well.
Young Swiss. Swiss, me and Swiss is tight. Like, those guys are just talented as a motherfucker. And like, I've met DMX in the last 5 years. Back then, I never met DMX. But I was interested in D,
that's ill.
Wah, Swiss, the sound, and the logo.
The brand.
Yeah, I knew that brand was the business.
Wow, and you knew that was a marketing guy behind that. That's what you're saying. You knew that was like orchestrated. Like it wasn't just like they just filmed it and it was just art. Like you knew that, you know.
Anybody... You ever see those videos, man?
Of course.
It's the best shit in the world. There's guys riding in hip-hop on motorcycles up the West Side Highway, standing on the seat with no hands.
It's crazy.
Going 100 miles per hour.
It's crazy.
Who the fuck does that?
Crazy.
You know what? It's hot, but it's also this jacket. It's not
you looking fly, though. You had a choice to make. You had a choice to make.
You're in Miami.
You're going to keep looking fly.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So, now, that was like the year of the black CEO. Like that, it was a great time for the black CEO. They had people like Damon Dash in power. They had people like Steve Stoute in power. I believe even wasn't y'all executives at Sony at the time?
At Sony, yep.
Yeah, I was up at Sony at the time. Who else? Mark Pitts. I said him earlier. I'll say him again. I'll big him up. All these black CEOs at power. We are seeing less and less black CEOs. You don't have a Darren.
I don't think so. Hold on.
I mean, music business.
Hold on,
you see them?
No.
Okay, put me on, Stoute, because you know I like this wine.
Hold on, time out.
I like
we
this
had
wine.
a lot of black executives at the time. I think what Coach K is doing in Atlanta is ridiculous.
Coach K, that is Migos in them?
That's Migos in them out of Atlanta. He's dope. Young, there's some other kids.
It's Coach K and Coach Tech. Remember.
Well, by the way, Tech. By the way, both of them.
All right, let's not get confused.
I'm talking about Coach K.
Coach K.
And I call Tech.
And one is Titty Boy. One of them is with Titty Boy.
That's Tech.
That's Tech? All right, look, it's getting weird right now. Let's go.
Right?
2 Chainz?
At least I'm on point. You see me? I can go with him.
You got Tech,
2 Chainz.
him.
Coach Tech is with 2 Chainz. Coach K is with Migos.
Top Dog, definitely.
Big up Top Dog. Those are my people.
Yeah. Top. Then you got my man. He's not black, but he might as well be black. Ghazi.
Empire, yeah.
Empire.
He black than me. He black
Damn,
than
we got
me.
no Latinos at the top, man? What the fuck are we doing, man?
What the hell?
We just talking about Emilio Stefan buying blocks.
On the hip-hop side. On the hip-hop side, man. I'm talking about...
It's too much, man. It's too much stuff.
I'm coming. Cubans is coming.
Shit, man. Everybody want to over love. Let's go.
Bro,
you running out of questions?
No,
I got
hell
questions.
no. I am
going.
loaded. Listen. So stop. Running through the era of hip hop, and was there ever because people always wanted to know this? Like it was like I said it earlier. I alluded to this.
The setup is ridiculous.
I alluded to this.
People always wanted to know this.
Yeah, because it was like were you and Chris Lighty like was it underground like management beef at that time? You and Chris because it just seemed like I said I alluded to it earlier. I was like. If you were getting money at a certain period, you was either with Chris or you was with Steve. Like, straight up. Like, I'm talking about at that one period. You know the period I'm talking about. Was there ever, like, problems? Because wasn't Foxy...
Well, Chris, I mean, how do you talk about this? The man passed.
Right, no,
this is such a tough conversation to have.
Of course.
Sensitive.
It's a very sensitive thing.
It wasn't.
It's easy for me to just say, Chris did his thing,
Right.
You know, Chris was a very special, talented dude, man.
Yes.
He was for me, when I first came up, I looked up to him. And then I became his peer. Then I passed him. And I had to deal with that. He had to deal with that. But again, back to what I said earlier, it never changed my respect for him. Chris tried to manage him, tried to take him from me, tried to do all kind of crazy shit while I was managing. But I always held on to the fact that I looked up to him as a man who broke through in the business and everything that he did, and he taught me a lot. So there was never a beef with me. Somebody else would have took it as a beef. I never took it as a beef because I had so much respect for him that I let him get away with passes. You give people passes. If you respect somebody, like if you're a friend with somebody, you love them, you give them passes. You can't hold them accountable the same way as somebody you don't really fuck with. The person you don't fuck with got one shot to fuck you. The person you love can do it over and over again. You find a way to make it work. And that was our relationship.
Or you make excuses for them.
And that's what I'm doing now. Like you just always have a level of respect for him, and I have respect for him, Mona Scott. I love Mona Scott. Like everything that those guys were doing, to me, I appreciate it. I wouldn't be here today. So it was never really a beef. It could have been a beef, but there was none. There was none.
Beautiful thing. Now, you and Puff, y'all are like cooler now. Like y'all had an incident. What was it over? It was over Puff being
I can tell you the whole thing,
on the cross?
Yeah.
What happened?
So
in the Nas video.
The Nas video.
It was Hate Me Now.
Hate Me Now.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was going back to the thing, man. I told Lenny Santiago this the other day.
Okay, he's my fake cousin in the industry. You know I'm a Santiago as well. He's my last name.
Lenny S?
Yeah, Lenny S. We always claimed each other as fake cousins because our last names are Santiago.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. We always just
it's weird that you guys are still doing that. You guys are both 40.
I knew him when he was 8. I was 18. Yeah, we both 40. That's a fact, Steve. Thank you. I gotta stop this immediately. I'm taking your advice from this day on, boy. But I did call him my fake cousin. It's not like we say like we're real.
The word cousin.
But go ahead.
It's a problem.
Yeah,
so the fucking Jay comes out with Hard Knock Life. I'm fucking pissed. Fuck.
Wow.
How the fuck can we get this? Okay. These motherfuckers got a record. This shit is so big.
Who produced Hard Knock Life? Don't tell me.
I don't know who, but 45 King. Which, by the way,
Kid Capri involved in that.
Hold on. Jay first heard the sample from Kid Capri, and then heard the shit, and 45 King produced it.
Right.
So they heard the snippet of the loop of the Annie record, then 45 King produced it. So now, just take you inside the mind of young Steve Stoute.
Right.
What am I gonna do? I can't sleep.
Right.
There's no way I can sleep. This guy has a hit record.
Right.
And what are we gonna do? And I went out and I heard Hate Me Now.
Was Pretty Boy on the
Pretty
original?
Pretty Boy's on the record.
He was on the original.
This is what Tone the niggas is like, you know what? Steve is taking this thing way too serious. They checked out of this part of the process. Like, I'm finding a record. I don't give a fuck if it comes from him, whoever. I'm finding a record. I gotta beat Hard Knock Life. Period. Fuck everything. I go find the record. Foxy plays me the record, doesn't even give a fuck about it.
Wow.
Like, this shit is stupid. She said that Derek Angeletti produced it. I called D-Dot. I'm like, Derek, you produced a song called Hate Me Now, with Pretty Boy on it? How could you not even play that for us? Because back then you could call producers like, you had the right to get the first hot beats.
Of course. Especially if you have relationships.
He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Foxy made that up. Didn't shock me.
Wait, what?
She said that Derek produced it. Derek didn't produce it.
Oh, wow.
She was trying to make the record like it was a great song, but in order to make it, to market it like, oh, we got beats from Derek Angeletti, it wasn't Derek Angeletti. As I found out when I called Derek. So then I called her brother. I called Pretty Boy.
Pretty Boy.
I'm in the studio. I said, Pretty Boy, Gavin. I didn't call him Pretty Boy.
Right.
You did.
Gavin.
So I said, Gavin.
Thank you. I was a lame. I'm sorry. It was me.
I said, Gavin, you gotta come to the studio. He comes to the studio and I play him the Ruff. I'm like, who did that? He goes, I did. I said, you produced this? He said, yep. I said, go get me the masters right now.
Right.
I want them shits tonight.
Yeah.
I'll buy them I want that record, that song. He said to me, I'll give it to you, I need a set. I said, what the fuck is a set?
I still don't know what a set is.
He said, a matching chain and bracelet. I said, I got you with the set. I can't do it right now, but go. It's cold as fuck. It's the winter. I said, go get the shit. He starts to leave. I said, no. Give me your mink. I took his mink coat, left the mink in I said, leave your mink in the studio. I'll give it back to you when you come back.
This is getting weird, Style. Let's go.
Let's go. No, it's not getting weird.
No, not weird.
I'm telling you, no, it's not weird.
It's just different. Let's go. I'm in.
I'm trying to get the song.
He took his mink coat and...
Because I don't think he's going to come back.
I just feel like it's mad cold at this time. I don't know.
It is cold.
Send him out to his deck and shit.
I feel like it's 40 below outside. You let him leave with a t-shirt
I thought
on.
this was Drink Champs.
Yeah. Did he have a sweater on
It's
under
not
the
freeze chance, man.
He could have been a white beater. I don't know.
It could have been possible. Oh my God. Okay.
He wasn't just naked. He had something on. He's about to get a set.
Good, Style.
He comes back. He comes back with the record.
Big up Gavin. Good.
He comes back with the song. And that was it. He was trying to sound like Puff and Maze.
I was about to ask that. That was the next thing.
He was trying to sound like Puff. Puff was the biggest star in the world. I get a record to Nas. I'm telling everybody, this is the single. Everybody, I don't care what you do. I don't care what anybody does. This is what we're doing. This is gonna beat Hard Knock Life. This is a fact.
Then y'all go to Queens and
No.
Okay, I'm skipping this subject.
So then after that, we go. Nas records the record. How many times did I mix that record?
Over and over.
I would mix it over and over and over and over and over and over again. There's such a valuable lesson in my life with that song. Because I wanted it so bad. I wanted it so bad.
Talk that shit, Style.
And he recorded that mix, then Puffy recorded the thing. Then we go to shoot a video. The video's $1 million. Woo! Hype William wants $1 million to shoot it. Woo! Puffy has this idea, we're gonna drag the cross through the desert, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And Puffy taught me something, he taught us all something very smart back then. I think about it all the time. He's like, when you wanna do something like really fucking shocking, like you gotta do, like, he had shot this R. Kelly video and they were in a convertible and it was raining or it was snowing or something like that. And he's like, that's when you do that shit. Like you drop the top and the shit's raining outside. Right. That shit is dope. Like, we're gonna perform on the top of a bodega and light that bitch like it's Madison Square Garden. I'm like, oh shit. And Hype was like, that's what I did in Can It Be So Simple? The Wu-Tang video, I made the projects look beautiful. Yeah. And I'm like, damn. So now I got the vision, we're gonna hate me now. Jesus went through being hated. We're gonna do this thing in Queens. We're gonna light this shit up. All right, cool. We go through the whole thing, shoot the video, $1 million spent, and Puff, 2 days before, his reverend doesn't want to be him on the record.
Puff's
on the cross.
On the cross. Puff as a reverend who didn't want him to be on it, and I have to respect what his reverend says. I'm going to the studio, I'm like, Puff, staying, because there were black crows on the cross, and it was very, very dark.
Right.
Hype Williams puts crows on the cross.
But they didn't do that as they were actually there, right?
They could have been there. I don't remember.
Okay, good.
It could have been there, not
CGI
there.
CGI shit?
Huh?
Was it CGI?
Could have been CGI. It was dark. It was very, very dark. And I can see why a preacher or some man in religion would have an issue with it.
And it's blasphemous if you're religious to
represent.
right?
Right.
Doesn't change that the narrative is ridiculously dope.
You know, it's dope. Cinematic.
They're on the other side of Jesus Christ. No one ever talks about the two other guys.
Right.
Oh, word.
Yeah, the thief.
No one talks about those guys. They were the guys.
This is expensive wine. It's good. I fucks with it. So go ahead, continue. So
So we go, boom. So he wants
his
to
pastor gets mad after.
His pastor knows beforehand.
Oh, this is before?
Beforehand, Puff is like, no. But the edit's already done. So then they do another edit without him on the cross. But this is the part that Puff got. I'm the manager of Nas. The record company spent $1 million.
Look at
I didn't spend the money.
Look, he got
the record company spent the money.
Right.
They have 2 videos done, and it's a TRL world premiere. Everybody wants to be on TRL. And the world premiere, that's what all the rock artists were getting. The rap artist wasn't getting that.
Right. This is huge.
His hip hop is not getting that, but now we're gonna take down Hard Knock Life. Anyhow.
So you got the TRL premiere.
The TRL premiere.
It comes out.
The head of the record company, was the head of Sony Music at the time, this guy named Don Einer. This is a guy, absolute racist.
Let's go there, Stoute.
Right? He dropped 50 Cent. He dropped Alicia Keys. He did not fuck with anything if it had a problem attached to it.
This is Columbia Records, you're saying?
Columbia Records, the guy who edited it was a complete pig. This guy...
Straight up.
Yeah, this guy puts up the money. So now, when Puff wants to change the video, Donnie's like, I already laid out the money, but I can't even, I'm trying to get Puff to see the other side, but I can't control, they're putting that video on TRL. When the video goes up, if everybody holds me responsible, not even knowing that there's a guy who wrote the check who's like, he knows what that cross scene is. That shit was half of that $1 million.
Right.
He's not taking that shit out for the TRL world premiere.
Yeah, he's accounting for it.
Puff sees the video. TRL goes on at 3 o'clock, 3:02. 4 niggas in my office. They jump me. They beat me up in my office.
Oh, shit.
3:02, 3:03. That's what happens.
Wow.
What takes place within years after that is, like, my relationship with Puff, we both came up at the same exact time. We're both, we may be doing this, we may
he
be
came
the
up
most,
with Heavy D, right? Like,
yeah, we may probably be, I don't know, like
the
the 2 oldest guys who've been doing it the longest, maybe, because I remember I was in Puff's office when Magic Johnson announced he had AIDS. Like, that was 92. Like, I remember specifically being in his office and he was promoting a party. He worked at Uptown. Like, that's how long I know this guy.
Right.
So our relationship was long, and it was always a mutual respect. Even when he was as big as he was, the biggest star in the world, I never felt like I couldn't call him or whatever. So when that took place, it was fucked up, and I was embarrassed, naturally. I was embarrassed because I didn't want that to define who I was. Like some motherfucking bum-ass nigga that got jumped by Puff and all this bullshit. And definitely called my moms, apologized to my moms.
Wow,
that meant more to me than anything else.
Wow.
And then, like, you know,
that's how close you was. Y'all
Wait, but when did that happen? The apology.
No, when it happened, he immediately called my moms.
Wow.
That was the immediate thing. You have to call my mother.
And then the next thing
you gotta call my mother.
First for the jumping?
You gotta call. My mother doesn't know if I'm gonna die in this music business. Wow. All she's doing is looking at all this. You gotta call her.
Right.
I need to get that off of my back. Like, everybody knows that.
Right.
So we got past the mom thing, and then No, it was wild. It was weird because it was a very pivotal point in my life because I'm like, you know, I got money too. I could hire soldiers. We could do whatever.
Right.
Like you could do that, right? You could easily do that.
Yeah, like a tit for tat.
Yeah, you could definitely play that game. I'm not that guy.
Right.
I'm not that guy.
And y'all was cool enough. He knew your family.
He didn't know my family. He had to call my mom though.
Right.
It wasn't about he knew my mom. He had to call her whether he knew or not.
Right.
The aftermath of it, you look at it now. I mean, I stay in his house. He stays at my house.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him.
Another situation that aged well.
Yeah.
Well, how do y'all amend that though? How do y'all amend that? How does that happen?
Was it through Nas? I feel like Nas.
No, Nas was worthless in trying to fix it.
Okay, damn.
Jesus, throw out the baby with the bathwater, though.
No, he was worthless in trying to fix that.
Oh yeah.
That situation.
Not that he's not one of the greatest artists
Right,
of all time.
right.
He's worthless trying to fix
In that situation.
Right, like that's all. Like, let's not. Come on, man. Let's not play
Because
word
y'all
association
both
too
two
brother.
tycoons, so how the hell does two tycoons work out a problem that was misfortunate? How does this happen in real life and real time?
Yeah, we could all learn from that.
Yeah, we could all learn from that.
Well, I have to walk around for 2 years and people saying, didn't Puffy hit you over the head with a bottle? I have to walk around, I have to own that.
Right.
That didn't happen, but you know, I got
But that's
jumped.
over your head.
Yeah, I got to deal
it
with
was
that.
no
right?
Instagram back
By
then, so whatever
by
they
the way,
say.
that feeling could easily allow you to go get some guns or some guys and go do something in order for you to feel like you were like you weren't a victim, like you were just somebody, like you weren't. No, I'm not. I'm that guy. But we gotta in life. You gotta play the marathon, man. You gotta play the long game. You gotta play the long game. Now, by the way, look, I'm here. This guy at Chris Lighty's
segue.
wedding.
Oh no! This story I heard
It's Chris
from a
Lighty.
million times.
So, well, you're gonna hear it from me now.
Because he invited me to the wedding, and I was like, "You're disrespectful."
You're gonna hear it from me on tape. This guy at Chris Lighty's wedding is a drunk fool at this man's wedding.
But he remembers it quite clearly.
And he's going around and he's flipping out on me, and it's at Chris Lighty's wedding.
Let me
tell you something.
He wasn't there.
It's in Miami. It's in Miami, by the way.
The record we produced, it was Mary J. Blige. It was like a firm.
Yeah.
Free
What's that
rap.
about? Yeah.
Mixtape, the mixtape.
This is the thing. You
dope.
walked in. It hurted my feelings so bad.
I took you off the record?
No, I was still on the record. But y'all said you walked in and you said something like, "You sure we gonna keep him on the record?" In front of me. Like I wanted you to two-way that in or something. You just said it in front of me. But you know what? And let me just say something. I recently came to you at Nas.
You did.
His thing, and I apologize to you
did.
because you know why? I needed you didn't give me. It's not that you didn't give me no love. You gave me the toughest love ever. And you being from Queens and we being from Queens, I realized that 20 years later that I needed that. I needed you to be tough on me. Like when you walked in, I was the only guy that was on that record that wasn't firm. You were supposed to question that moment.
N.O.R.E.
No, chill. Let me big you up, because this is big enough. And so those years, I was mad at you because I was like, damn, because like, I was used to people being fake to me. Like, they'll talk about me behind my back. Like, you actually talked about me in front of my face. Are we sure we want him on the record? I'm like, stop! Two-way this in! Niggas do that right now. Two-way it in! And even I'm leaving. You questioned, but whatever it was, and I needed that tough love. Like, listen, because that's who makes me who I am today. I had, and in retrospect, when I hear you speak about other artists, I could see it because Chris had invested in me a little early. And I was Nas' friend and Jungle's friend, but I just didn't have no, like you said, structure. So I understand later, it's just like you said, you just called Dame.
Yeah.
That's what I felt with you. And I was like, you know what? Because the thing about it is, I want it that way. I want to just be able to, if somebody don't see the picture, I liked that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, now I could realize that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm here today.
That's why you're here today?
I'm here today because you apologized. You said it to me. I was tough on you.
Yeah.
I listened to all your music, man.
Right.
You used to take rhymes off. say some crazy shit that was not there when you, but you could also write.
Right.
Listen to your rhymes on TONY. Just listen to what you said. Then you go to some other records and you don't even give a fuck.
It's definitely true stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like, you can't do that.
Go, Stop.
I'm sorry.
It's very true.
It's
very true.
He got you.
No, it's very true. Listen, I'll be honest with you. It's just that. You know what it was?
You never said anything. You should have told him to.
No record I ever came out, I slacked on any rhyme on a Trackmaster beat. That's a fact.
Yo,
because
by the way, what's his name? I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
Oh my God!
I killed that.
Yes,
you know that was.
You killed
let me tell you something.
No, you definitely.
Let me tell you something.
Killed that shit.
Remember that session? That was Nature's session.
No, you were a bully, man.
I was a bully. Damn, Tone, don't describe it like that. Damn. But a little bit, I do agree with you.
I gotta get on that.
Listen. Okay, describe that session, please.
That was the session.
It's in LA. Remember, it's in LA.
Right.
Okay.
We was wrapping up the Firm album.
Yes, I thought I was finished.
We had to put Nature on some more joints, and N.O.R.E pops up.
Yes.
I need to get on this Firm album.
Yes. No, they flew me out. I actually got flew out. I got 15,000. My publisher was bought out. Everything. It's fantastic.
That song I think originally was for Nature.
It's fantastic. I had no publisher down there. I was happy to be a part of it. A classic. Continue.
It was for Nature.
No, it was Nature's session. That's how I remember. I came in and you played the beat, and Nature had nothing for it, and I couldn't resist saying, I got something.
Exactly.
You remember? And I went in and look.
Crazy.
Let me tell you something. This is the crazy shit. A lot of people don't know. I come from the unique days. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm 40 years old. I'm 40 years. Stoute already blew me up. He must have Googled. He knew. He said, "You nigga, you 40."
I just guessed.
Yeah.
Everybody's
40. I'm 40. No, I'm really 40. So, I come from unique studio days where you write the whole rhyme and you lay it as such. So I remember that. I'm leaving. Remember the tape, the 2-inch reel.
Yeah,
I had laid the whole rhyme in front of Nature, and they was like, "Didn't we say this is Nature's record?" So they had I laid the whole I'm leaving. Like I can't say one take, but I had an idea.
He was trying to.
Yeah,
it definitely wasn't one take.
Nah, he knows that. That one, Bloody Money Part 2. Remember, we did Bloody Money Part 2.
I had to chop up his verses.
Yeah, because that's how I wrote rhymes back then. Listen, I had wrote rhymes back then, Stoute, as a whole thing.
The song is ridiculous.
But I would do 30
right now.
I would do 32 bars, and then
you don't play music like if we say something you can't hit like a boom.
Oh no,
we can't do it.
We ain't trying to pay no publishing company. Stoute. Let us live. Stoute. What are you doing?
You need to relax these
We didn't want to relax you the whole episode. The whole episode.
This is like docu-series on VH1.
Look, he's trying to use artist pay. Look, and he's still management in heart. In heart, he's still trying to get
back to you.
You're welcome to take us to that level.
No, but look, let me ask you something, Steve Stoute, and Tone too. Look, you know Sound Exchange is, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Sound Exchange is something that is internet BMI, it's internet ASCAP, right?
It's the government.
It's the government. Now, they pay you for every song. So now, let's suppose on a podcast is something that you don't play music or whatever, right? But let's suppose, because Steve said, I feel like me, you, and Tone get some money in this way. Look, we're gonna start making Sound Exchange recognize a podcast when we play music. So now,
no, we didn't get Sound Exchange for podcasting. Period.
This is what I'm saying. Listen.
Shit.
Sound Exchange pays you for what your internet.
Internet
Let me ask you a question. I'm not going anywhere. Hold on a second.
Okay, cool. Because I became a member of the Soho House today, and I'm not even going to get my membership. Yo, I changed, Steve Stoute. I got my member. I'm a member of the Soho House. I can tell. I'm very proud of this, by the way. I've never played the game. You know what was my problem coming up? He's
a different dude, right?
Yeah,
that's crazy, right? You're a different guy.
Stop blowing me up, Stoute. You been going there already, Stoute. Listen, I realized I fucked up.
Right.
What I mean by that is some of the most famous years of my life, I didn't want to play the game. You ever watch Entourage?
You didn't take advantage of it.
Where Artie Gold says to Vince, "You never played the game, Vince." Like I had success, I went platinum, and I still wanted to hang up the tunnel. never wanted to go over there. I never wanted to go to like.
That's not. But hold on, stop.
Okay.
Hold on.
Good. Stop. You could throw it out.
It's not like you shouldn't have made money, went platinum, and you still shouldn't have went to the tunnel.
Right.
All those things are cool. You just weren't. If you don't take your craft seriously, if you don't work on your craft, you take it for granted.
Take it for granted, I think, is
that's the issue.
Main
the issue is taking it for granted. You don't fuck the Soho House.
Right.
You just don't take
the Soho House.
I'm not saying whatever. It's cool. The food isn't great.
It isn't.
No, the vibe is good. The food isn't great, but
the Malibu one is fantastic.
The Malibu, that's a separate vibe. That's a whole.
It's a separate vibe.
That's a separate vibe.
I got that membership too as well, sir. I'm sorry. I just
Come on, guys. Come on. We're not members of the Soul.
Yeah, you gotta relax. You get yo. Listen, I know what you be getting.
I scream movies. I scream my movies.
Let's make this work brand new house too. Let's make some noise for EFN Brian and brand new house. Look, he's the guy. He's never gonna show you he got money. Like he's never. There's never. Like Puff Daddy
like
take care of
cell phone.
Yeah, the same thing too. The same thing. I'm Cuban B. Look at that. Like now, hip hop. I'm sorry. We're gonna change the subject real quick. Hip hop. It's really actually has a chance to be wealthy. For a while, people only had a chance to be rich or be what I like to call hood rich or nigga rich. Now it's a real chance for us to have wealthy wealthy babies.
We are.
Right.
We are.
Did you
We
think
are.
that?
We are. We just are. You know,
I'm gonna take a shot of your whiskey. I never did this.
Like,
I don't be drinking while other niggas drink.
Oh my gosh, sure.
You get it, motherfucker.
No, I'll drink it, but are you sure you want to?
Yeah, right. I can't get my Soho card.
Fuck the Soho card, man.
I need you to teach me more.
It doesn't make a difference. I'm right here.
Okay, you're gonna teach me more.
I'm right here.
I'm gonna call you more often.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
I've been texting you. I wanted to do this.
Okay,
man. Don't tell me about the fucking Soho House.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Stop. But you know, this is my first time. Look, but
it doesn't matter.
You gotta teach rap class. We got to.
I'm teaching it right now.
Oh, but I mean, in all actuality, right? So
he wants you
was
to
that a good
make it
idea?
Guys, look. The issue is the following, man. At some point, you gotta really believe that you're not full of shit and getting over to make some money. You just gotta know that.
Stop the hustle.
You really are talented.
Right.
You really are good. You really are bringing more to the table than anybody realizes. And once you start believing that, accepting that truth, then you'll start making deals that are applicable to what you are putting up for the transaction to work. And that's how we're gonna make all the money. Like, whether it's a big enough, I'm entering the music business again. I'm going back in the music business.
That's the announcement you was about to make?
Yeah, I'm going back in the music business.
You making
and
a label?
We're going back in the music business.
Hold on. Everybody be quiet. Hold on. You going back in
I'm going back in the music business. So
we need a black CEO.
I spent my time, I learned the music business, then I went and I built an advertising company.
Yes,
I knew nothing about advertising.
Yes, you did.
All of a sudden, everybody got cool in advertising. I was there 5 years before anybody even knew what the word was.
Yeah.
What was natural to me.
Right.
You put Pepsi. Well, who you did?
I don't know.
You did Mountain Dew commercials.
How about the AI Jada Kiss commercial? How about the AI Jada Kiss commercial with your motherfucking face, with the beat, tone, with the right background and the.
You introduced
the Jay-Z sneaker, the Jay-Z sneaker,
that's what I said. You
the
the
ice creams, all that shit. There wouldn't even be no sneakers.
Not hip hop sneakers.
No.
Did you just tell me it had something to do with the Yeezys? Because then I'm gonna be mad at you again. Because I bought all my pair of Yeezys, so I got no free Yeezys.
I have nothing to do with the Yeezys.
Okay.
I'm saying that
Jay-Z was Jay-Z sneaker the first hip hop sneaker?
There was a failed attempt to do it.
Who, Jay-Z?
No, Run DMC with Adidas. Adidas fucked it up.
Okay.
They fucked it up.
Damn it, Adidas.
Because they didn't have you.
No, they fucked it up because they didn't.
We blame it on you. They didn't have you. They fucked it up.
Anyhow, in the Jay-Z shit, in the G-Unit shit, the ice cream shit, then we started doing
How monumental was that? Because that was the first time you see Jay-Z and 50 Cent actually...
In a commercial.
In a commercial.
Yeah.
How monumental was that? And did they go back and forth?
They went back and forth, rapping. For me, that's what I do, man. I'm really, really nice at what I do.
No, we know that. That's probably why I was mad at you all these years. I just wanted some of the help. I just wanted some of your money. Come on, you gotta help me out. I mean, keep it in.
No, but not the money part. I really see it from that perspective. Anyhow, we going back to the music business. I feel like artists. There's always going to be big artists. There's always going to be artists who don't really need anything other than the fact that once they get up and they rock, they can go on tour and make a lot of money. But then there's a lot of artists that are not those big artists, and they really do need help. And if you're going to sell money, if you're going to sell music and it's going to get streamed, and you get all these streams, and by the time it goes through your label and get to you, you make this amount of money. You already know you're not going to make any money from the streams. You're going to make your money touring, selling merch, selling hats, selling all this shit. So we're building a company called United Masters, right? And the job of United Masters is specifically to be able to take all the data that comes off of your streaming and allow you to find those people in the real world so that you can sell them merch and tickets and shit directly. So you don't have to no longer go to the label to do it. So it really is more.
So it's not 360, or is?
No, well, it's
It's an agency or a platform that people can.
It's because of the agency. It's become a platform. It's a platform that artists can go on and then figure out exactly who their fans are, so they can sell shit directly.
So anybody can go to the platform.
Any artist.
Right.
Any artist who's invited to the platform can go up.
Invited. Okay.
Yeah.
So meaning. Okay, so you just can't be somebody off the street and just post your shit on there. You have to be invited.
In the beginning we want to make it close. We just can't do it with everybody. Yeah, because it gets crazy.
Right.
You know, it gets crazy.
Nowadays.
But eventually, is it like a Bandcamp.com?
No, we looked at all those things, and why all those things didn't work.
What's Bandcamp?
Actually, they're very good platform.
I'm sorry.
The name I've never liked, but the platform is really great.
Bandcamp?
They gave artists tools.
Not at all.
Bandcamp gave artists tools to be able to understand how to make money outside of just the music business. I'm taking everything that I've done in making artists money outside the music business.
Right.
You want to talk about the work that I've done in that area?
Yes, please.
Because
Yes, I would like you to take the lead of this conversation right now. It's fantastic.
I've always been the guy to figure out how we're going to make money outside of the music business. That's one thing. That's a label. That's this. That's that. But how are we going to sell sneakers? How are we going to sell more tickets? How are we going to get endorsement deals? Pusha T writing "I'm Loving It" for McDonald's.
McDonald's, yes.
This is all
I'm loving it.
It's
Pusha T. That
so
shit is crazy.
I've always been trying.
And you made that deal.
Yeah.
What made you think Pusha T could write "I'm loving it" and McDonald's? Every race says that.
When I heard "Grinding," I'm like
grinding.
I'm like I just like.
See, that's why I was mad at you. I was on a remix of "Grinding." You ain't think that about me. Nah, keep it going.
Justin Timberlake wasn't involved in that process because I heard an interview with you.
He was. Okay. But Pusha T wrote the raps. He wrote the shit. Pusha T was the writer on that. He was the pen man. He was the whole shit. I put the whole shit around Pusha T. Justin Timberlake was the front man. Pusha T was behind the scenes.
Right. Which is
crazy.
Makes the most money behind the scenes.
He's probably the most drug dealer rapper in the world. And every time you heard "I'm loving it," you have never thought of Pusha T in your life.
And he doesn't want you to. He just wants to take the check.
Until just now.
Anyhow.
That is dope.
So the fact that now, what I want to build, and this is crawl, walk, run thing. We'll get there. 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, we'll get there. Is how does artists stream their music and then be able to know who the fuck is streaming my shit? Because if they like my shit, if they listen to my song...
Identify the audience.
Yeah, if they listen to my song 75 times, then they definitely want to buy a Drink Champs hat. If somebody listened to every episode of this show, wouldn't you love to know who they were to sell them this hat?
That's what we're trying to do.
Like, that's what I'm doing.
Right.
And that's what we're building. And we're putting a team together to do that, and it requires the delicate relationship between storytelling, culture, and technology, and putting those things together. And that's what it is. And it's not a pie-in-the-sky idea. It's the next evolution of where we need to go, where culture needs to go. We need to know who our super fans are. Super thug.
Now y'all are y'all partners on that?
Yeah, Tone's of course.
God damn it. So he gonna produce the shit?
No.
No? Oh,
No.
Tone is strictly executive now?
Tone's strictly executive. Tone is helping find the artists. But I was gonna say something. You said something else. Shit. You threw me off. You just interrupted me.
This is, I'm
that's what happens.
This is why this shit works. We all over the place now. This is why this shit works.
Take the good with the bad.
But if you knew exactly all the people who watch the show and you were able to say, you know what? There's 100,000 people who would love to buy that shirt, wear that hat.
Oh yeah, you're gonna upgrade us right now.
That's all I want to be. You want to be in that business, and you don't want to go through anybody else to interrupt that relationship.
Right. Just so you know.
And by the way, Instagram is cool, and Facebook is cool, but they don't really tell you.
Is this a direct-to-consumer type of deal?
Ultimately, we're building a direct-to-consumer business.
Right.
Yeah.
Just so you know, pull another shot. Just so you know, this is 8 and 9 clothing store. They doing their thing. We partnered up. And with the Drink Champs, they handle our merchandise. And this is dope, but we could definitely use your expertise in helping us in a direction, because nigga, don't nobody on earth have Tom Brady number besides you, nigga. You gotta relax and you gotta make some noises. Please out there. So would we ever have like an era like we had again, like where it was like so much years of great music, or is it more about making an artist like because right now like it seems like the music is just so disposable. It doesn't.
I don't want to. We can't.
Please help me out with that.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. Drink that. It's tough, bro. What you about to do? It's tough. Believe me, it's tough, man.
Yeah, because remember, and like I don't want to date us, but in the '90s, I'm saying all of us. In the '90s, it felt like when a record was a classic.
You don't like it?
When a record.
We used to talk about something else.
Oh no, that's REVOLT cameras. That's our people's right there. You gotta relax. Listen, but in our day, it felt like back then, right? When a record was a classic, it actually held up. I wanted to wait for my partner. I ain't wanted to.
Rick again. When you come.
Okay. Goddamn, Stoute. I feel like you want to go there. I'm in. What, EFN? All right. But back then, didn't it feel like a record like lasted long? Look at the song. It's Stoute for it this time. He wanted the record. But look, didn't it feel like a record lasted longer back then? Or now these records come and they go. Like, all right, for you, right? Stoute, I'll direct this perfectly to you. These people will come to you and say,
You have French Montana's Ciroc hat?
Yo, no, they drank that shit all.
You didn't get the French vanilla?
We got it, yeah, we drank it all.
Okay.
But listen, you know I'm rapper friendly. That's E40 shit. We used to have Bel Air, but Young Sav, he be slow. But but we got DeLeon.
Okay, just
But didn't it seem like back then, like the records, when a record was a hit, it actually lasted 10 years. Like it actually spread, as opposed.
It wasn't 10 years.
Like a classic. I mean.
Okay.
A classic holds the test of time.
Yeah.
Are we not seeing that? Like the record's like, you'll hear somebody else. I'm just popping it, and I'm popping my car, and then.
What song do you think now will last? You'll listen to 10 years from now. That's the real question.
Not many.
Don't say not many is a good answer. Which ones?
Damn.
I think some of Kendrick's records will.
Yeah.
Yes, I can say that.
I think
Drake got
records that will.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna give Little Uzi Vert some love. I don't really care if you that shit does something to my soul sometimes. Yeah. Like I ain't gonna lie. I know I'm an old nigga. I'm 40. It's facts. I'm not avoiding my age, but it's something.
Who?
I mean, but
it's
catchy is not what he's describing.
It's something in my soul that comes on, and I just be like, shit. I don't do his dance that he do. He got a dance. I don't agree with. I do not agree. He be like, he do something.
Oh, let's stop for a second.
I tried one day. I said, you better stop, y'all.
How many songs did Nelly make that worked 10 years later?
Other than Country Grammar?
Damn, Stoute. You going there, Stoute?
No.
Damn.
Nothing that I remember, to be honest.
So Nelly made one song.
No, Down Down Baby is still It's still lit.
It's country grammar.
That's country grammar.
That's country. I said that. Oh, damn.
He said it.
I said,
Yeah, I did.
So what is your point, Style?
I'm making.
Hide here.
Hide here.
By the way, I'm hot in here. Okay, hot in here, right?
Hot in here before country grammar.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So let's say Nelly has 3 songs. How many songs does Ja Rule have? Last 10 years.
Last 10 years
10 years later. Now.
that are still resonating.
Everybody gets weird when the question comes up.
No, I'm asking you. I want to understand the question.
Yeah.
The question is, how songs today? He's saying them shits won't last. So he's saying I like Lil Uzi Vert, this one song, blah blah blah.
Right.
My question is, and I'm going to take it around.
Yes.
Back from our era,
Right.
when classics were being made.
Right. Right.
How many songs from Nelly played 10 years later? We're saying 2, maybe 3.
Right.
All right.
So then I ask Ja Rule.
Right.
I'm trying to make a
So
point.
Ja Rule got
Trying to say that nothing's changed is actually where I'm getting to.
I feel like Ja Rule got a lot.
That plays right now.
Right now,
I mean, in the parties I go, I'm an old nigga. They still rocking Ja Rule in the party. I go to Wood Tavern. I don't know if you ever been there. They don't play Ja.
So-
The new clubs we saying.
Now, what's the point that you're really trying to make?
Yeah,
So we could.
Yo, this
Yeah, I'm
guy's
fucked
running.
up.
He ran from the point.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm good at. I'm
The
good
point
at
of the
what I do.
matter is, in our definition of what a hit is,
Right.
we may look at our era, we love it so much that we covet it more than when we listen to the music today. We're like, this shit is disposable, this shit is bullshit. The truth of the matter is a lot of music that we listened to back then
Was bullshit?
just as disposable.
Wow.
But we don't say that. But when you look at it 10 years later,
Right.
Nelly had a
So it's a
great
generational
career.
thing.
It's a generational thing. You look at
Yeah, I
Nelly,
get it.
it's 3 songs. Ja Rule, tell me how many records it is. And I hate to use those 2 guys. Because outside of Nelly, outside of Nas and Jay-Z
Right.
or Biggie, those are the guys, right? Those are
Because
the,
that is differentiation. What you're saying right there. Because to me, you're saying like the Nas, the Biggie. That's like Bob Marley.
yeah, forget those
Like,
guys.
that whole catalog is gonna be revered for life.
And everybody else who came on the heels of that,
Right.
hey, what did they do that works 10 years later?
Right.
Right? So now we're gonna say, oh, Kendrick, Drake, whoever. And now we're naming all the artists 10 years later.
Right.
That's all. And if there's a bunch of guys who made a bunch of records, who made some money in between, fuck it. Fuck it. I don't want to shit on them. Fuck it. They're doing what they had to do. He walked in a fucking session that wasn't his.
Asshole.
No. It was called work ethic.
Good work ethic, buddy.
Work ethic.
You know? So like just shitting on, believe me, I went through that process of like, man, I hate this shit. This music sucks. I can't believe this nigga has no rhymes.
Right.
But then you realize that's what the generation likes. What are they supposed to do? Do what doesn't work? Make music for you and me?
Right.
We got great bands.
Right.
They don't want to make music for
My
us.
shit went all the way white.
I was
that's
trying
not
to be
even
polite.
called grade no more?
It's my bad.
So that's not even called grade no more. It's called white.
I tried. I got the Great Beer Gang T-shirts, but it's not working no
I'll be
more.
fucking with my barber. I'll be like, make sure
But
you
there
get rid of
it is.
that.
Don't put no ink in
No,
your
I don't
shit.
do no ink.
That's what
I
I
know
polish.
somebody who do
You
that.
say,
I gotta
hey,
relax.
buddy.
Don't go there.
Everybody does that.
I know somebody that does
Who
that.
does that?
I don't know.
That Beijing, baby. That Beijing.
That's the Beijing. That Beijing.
I decided I'm not going that route. A long time
One
ago.
summer you gotta go Beijing. You never went Beijing?
Are you crazy?
I never went Beijing.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's walking around with shoe polish hairlines.
Exactly.
So now, we asked the best era of hip hop. We asked.
I don't think we really got that very clear, to be quite honest with you.
No, stop. Listen.
Well, we turn eras.
You
into
define the
3-4 years.
era. You define the
I think it's
88,
87 to 89. Raps,
And you?
lyrics.
90. I say the 90.
He said
The
the
90s,
90s.
he doesn't
That's
want
what
me to
happened.
do-
That's why we're confused. Because he said 90s like a decade, and then he started saying 3-year increments.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
We're in
You
disagreement.
and the 90s.
We're in
That's
violent
beautiful.
disagreement.
that's beautiful.
What's your favorite era?
You know I'm a 90s guy because I came out.
Let's use a 3 years increment.
3 years.
Look at the lyrics of 87.
No, listen, you can't influence this. I'm talking to my partner here.
I'm gonna be honest. We recently had Irv Gotti on here, right?
What did he say?
Too much.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Great stuff. We love him. But like
I know Irv when he was a kid.
Good.
Irv and I was in the kindergarten together. First, second, and third grade together.
Nah. Y'all wait, look, stop. Don't nobody come on here.
Elementary school together?
I was in kindergarten with another
Y'all got pictures together?
Yes. We had Buster. Buster said him, Biggie,
Jay-Z and Biggie.
in high school. You in kindergarten. What?
Buster, Jay-Z, and Biggie in high school.
Give us the
Irv and I were in
kindergarten.
kindergarten, and Irv, when he was,
I never heard a nigga in
13
kindergarten
years
with
old?
nobody they still know. This is so hard. I'm so sorry. It's a moment for me, Stoute. Continue. You and Irv Gotti in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Is it Charleston Chews involved at any point?
yeah.
Now,
Hold on, how about this? Irv and I went to kindergarten, first, second, and third grade together, and are born on the same day. Oh. And I worked with Irv's brother as a bank. We were both bank tellers at Chase Manhattan Bank.
Oh.
When we were
Chris
18
Gotti?
years old. Chris, yeah.
Y'all working with the money early.
Oh, yeah. So
drinking-
check this out.
This is crazy. I'm drinking more of your expensive
Irv,
wine.
Irv,
Yes.
when he was 14, had an afro, big ass motherfucking afro. He got.
Was Mike
He's
Geronimo
light skin,
around?
curly hair. There was no Mike Geronimo.
Oh, Mike
here.
Geronimo? Okay.
Or fake Nazis.
What? That's what you call him, Mike Geronimo?
So anyhow, we go. This guy is hilarious. He's like,
I wasn't ready.
You're hilarious.
I was not ready. Stoute was ready. I was not ready.
Stoute came ready, I think,
No,
man.
Stoute came ready.
He's like Rambo at
I
Drink
so
Champs.
appreciate yo, Stoute, I so appreciate you right now. Continue to be that guy. Continue.
so anyhow, Irv is DJing in the park and spinning at 14 years old. You know, like when you see the young kid who's a genius and everybody's like, oh, look at this kid. That was Irv on the 1 and 2s. He was a genius. Irv was spinning and cutting at 14 years old. And while everybody else was in the 7th, 8th grade doing normal things, he was the highlight of the party. Like featuring Irv Gotti.
Wow.
This young genius. Irv Gotti's a very, very, very special, talented dude, man. Like, I fuck with him. We go back and forth, like, you know, whatever regular nigga shit. That guy is really talented, loves hip hop history, and I have the utmost respect for him. I think Tails, what he's doing with Tails is dope. I think he's gonna fucking win. I think at the end of the day, when it's all over, Irv Gotti will be at the top.
Wow.
When it's all
Let's make some
over.
noise for that day. I got one of the funniest stories in the world. One day, I'm at Murder Acre. What a lot of people don't know, me and Ja Rule, when he was 12 million and I was gold, we lived next door to each other in New Jersey. Right? It was crazy because I had 6 cars, he had 6 cars, but his 6 cars was way different than my 6 cars, right? It's 100% never hated this woman, right? But one day, Irv Gotti is in the Murder Inc. office. I walk in there. I'm going to get my friend, my next door neighbor, Ja Rule, drunk. And Irv comes in and he says, Steve Stoute. He's not talking to me, he's talking to his crew. He says, Steve Stoute just told me I fucked up the way I talked to Nas. Because I talked to Nas and I told him I wanted him to own his masters and I wanted him to do this. And Irv's exact words was, Nas want to think about Africa. You don't want to go to Africa. Was that true? Damn, look, I can tell it is. Yeah. And I looked, I was like, I said,
That's so funny to me.
It's funny?
That's funny what you're saying right now.
I swear to God, I'm in Murder office by mistake. I'm just there. I just happened to be there. And this is Irv got his exact words. He said, "You scared him off. He'll never come with you guys."
Irv is just over the top, man. He can't control himself. You know.
We know.
Where do you want me to start?
He's our family. I don't know. Wherever you want to go, we ready. He gave us the
I'm gonna tell you, there's certain rappers that I think would have been way better A&R guys than rappers. Fat Joe.
Ooh.
N.O.R.E.
Oh, damn it. They shit on me at
Buster. Yes, just Buster.
By the way, French Montana, right now. If these guys were executives, oh God,
that's what I was trying
they
to
can
say.
find hits like crazy.
Busta Rhymes finds hit records.
No, Busta Rhymes find hits. Fucking Fat Joe finds
It's
hits.
ridiculous. Fat Joe's crazy.
Fat
Big
Joe
up
is the
Fat
best, one of the best A&R guys, period.
Yeah.
But nobody knows that because he's trying to make the record himself. He
Right.
gave the record to somebody else.
That's crazy.
You, my friend.
Yes. But I'm finding the media outlet right now. I'm running media right now. It's a fucking fantastic thing. I just want to throw that out there.
Yes, you are. You know, I was always mad at you for Bamford on TV.
Wow.
Why? Oh shit!
This is old school beef.
We going somewhere deep. These fans are real hardcore fans.
You don't know
Watch
Bamford
what-
TV?
No, watch what you say about Bamford TV.
I can't.
They might be in your
You know
DMs.
Swiss producer?
Yeah. Swiss, but
That do you know?
No, everybody knows.
I was really upset that you didn't really bring the. You rapped last on that. You were supposed to go
Because
crazy.
that's when back then, rapping last.
Meant
You was that
dropping
nigga.
rhymes.
Yes.
And you.
You think I didn't perform on that? This is why we gonna have beef again. You gotta relax now. Come on.
You think your Bama TV versus
You
Joe?
don't like your rhymes, baby?
Nah, that's because you probably wasn't living
Everybody was talking about Nature's rhyme.
No, nature showed up. Listen, let me just tell you. You described the story. Now let me just tell you what.
Yeah.
I took Nature's session that I'm leaving. I owe Nature to have that best. Not the best verse. He didn't have the best. I still feel like I had the best verse. But I let him lead it off.
First of all, you got hardcore fans listening. Do not. You had the best verse on Bamford TV.
I had the best verse, in my opinion. This is what I did.
No, I know opinions is always.
Fuck opinions, right? You could have had it. So you think Nature had that best verse? I'm welcome to the.
You saying you bodied Pun?
No, I ain't saying I body nobody. I don't look at records like body.
There's a lot of good verses on that record.
So I look at it as a great record. But 20 years later, I'm probably the only artist that's on that record that's still performing that record besides Jada and Styles. That's it. I think Cam moved on. Pun is not alive. I think Nature is not active. And I think that's my brother.
Right.
But listen how I broke that down. I'm the only artist that's on that record that's still probably performing it besides The Lox.
Okay.
I think Cam moved on because Cam is on that record. Big Pun is passed away, right? Nate is not as active as all the other people that's on that record. And then so who you have the best verse?
Well, that's great that you did it. Like when you look back on things.
He's doing it in retrospect.
In retrospect, I was the only guy that's here.
Who's here?
You know what? You're right. In
Who is
retrospect,
here?
yeah.
Who is here?
No.
Sometimes, listen. See, I learned from CNN. See, I had an album prior to N.O.R.E. and that album was the super lyricalist, most lyrical, all that shit that niggas wanted. But then I realized when I got with a guy, he had a little chain on, like this. He had a choker, and I looked at him, and he said to me, "Nobody listens to me."
Who said that?
His name
Pharrell?
is Pharrell Williams, and he said to me, "Nobody listens to me, N.O.R.E." And his shit was like this. It was very like it was uncomfortable. You know, we was in the baggy suit era, cross color and shit like that. Nah, I watched.
Yeah, this is a little
After Cross Color.
But you know, it was like it was cross color after effect. Yeah, Fubu.
Baggy
and all
anyways.
that.
Nonetheless.
And he was the only producer that he said to me. He said nobody listens to me. And for some reason, I had the #1 record. N.O.R.E. was the #1 record in New York at that time. I didn't have to listen to this guy. He said, I'm gonna bring you to a world that nobody else is gonna go. And I did that, and this guy comes out to be Pharrell Williams. A lot of people, you can, whatever you want. A lot of people say the reason why the world knows Pharrell is because of that Super Thug record. Can you say that as a producer?
I love Super Thug. Is that a good answer?
But was that like the first record that people recognized Pharrell? Was that? I don't mind.
Or was it
I think that was one of the better records you and Pharrell
the production style on the Super Thug, because they put the Khalees on the hook. That's Khalees singing the hook?
No, it wasn't.
No.
We all thought that.
Well,
no way.
The hook
wasn't even around.
With him on top of the singing hook.
It was
that was a new thing.
Guy.
No one's seen that.
The sound was definitely different.
No, the sound. No, this I'm gonna tell you. Coming from Miami, a DJ from Miami, the sound. The difference is that it had the beat that the South could relate to.
How long were you DJing in Miami?
I mean, I started my company in '93, and I was DJing ever since.
Man, I used to come down here, man.
I was in How Can I Be Down conventions. That's the only way I could meet people.
I used to come down here. I used to go to the club on 5th. And,
Liquid?
No.
I did his first solo show in Miami.
Huh?
He going before that.
No, Club New York.
I mean, that might be before my time. I'm 42 years old, just FYI.
I used to come down here, man.
What year, Stoute? Tell them what year, Stoute.
It was me, DJ Epps, and DJ Khaled. That's the three, the trifecta.
I used to come to Miami in 91, 92, 93. Collins Avenue was a ghost town.
Yeah, you couldn't, yeah.
You could get,
hip-hop was irrelevant in the beach.
No, forget that part. I'm talking about it was a ghost town for human beings.
Yeah.
Go in, Stoute.
This was hood. The beach was hood.
But pirate radio.
That's what I did.
Would break records down here.
I did pirate radio, and then I did the mixtapes.
DJ
Irv loved it. You brought up pirate. Go in.
RE is younger than me. But that's my homie.
They used to break records down here, man.
Yeah, this was the guy. Like
that's what I did.
My cousin is a kid named Ant-Man.
Yeah, of course I know Ant-Man.
Ant-Man's my cousin,
of
man.
Of course.
Yo, take the album.
And then Fat Man Promotions. Come on, man.
You had threw him the album. That is it. In case you don't know, he likes
my
to
cousins come down here all the time, man.
He likes to still.
I used to go
like,
for a while.
vinyl.
Come down here. I used to love it down here.
Like he's vinyl guy. Like,
I got no problem for you to say. Ask anybody. They're gonna tell you that that's what I was doing.
I like to ask anybody. Like I know my man Tone is like.
One more shot. I feel that the energy is so great right now.
I know my man Tone is like. Ask anybody about me in that studio. I lays it down. Ask anybody. Ask the best of the best.
That is the best.
That's how he feels.
Motherfucking best.
He don't talk like that, but I'm talking for him.
Yo.
You just said ask anybody. I know how you feel.
Right. But when they let me ask you something. I'm sorry, Stoute. When they talk about that top 5 producer of all time, and when sometimes they leave you off that list,
they just asked you, Tone. Jay just asked you last week. Were you better than a Hitman?
Absolutely.
Say it.
Wait, the Bad Boy? The Hitman's Bad Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. I mean,
were you better than Nasheem?
Yeah, of course.
D-Dot.
D-Dot's my man, but
AKA the mad rapper as well.
Just answer the fucking question.
Yes.
Yo, Stop. We need you to guess
he must be the pop
point.
shit.
At some point, we just have
you know what it is?
Whenever you need to promote
can
anything,
I say something about Trackmasters?
You and Tone are welcome to come in,
y'all,
and I want to have you interview another artist. That would be
I want
great.
Because
I gotta relax.
This is what I think about Trackmasters personally.
Okay.
I think that before, I feel like the Neptunes is like, everybody knows all the Neptunes. I feel like Trackmasters was the first famous producer duo in hip hop. Like Terry Lee and Jammy J. Lewis. What's the homie's name?
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
I feel like you guys are that for hip hop. The first.
That's all Steve's marketing. Steve took out ads in Billboard for producers.
I was buying full pages, bro.
Full page ads in Billboard.
You guys don't even know the type of psycho I am.
Right,
I'm just here being calm and shit.
No. You could be as calm as you want.
You don't see what we do? We put our faces on things, our canvases right there in the wall.
To be calm?
No, just to promote ourselves.
Oh, because of you. Because of you. Like,
to be calm. Where we go? Look at ourselves and be calm.
Now, what was that? What was that first meeting like with Reebok when you said, "I want"?
Listen, you know what it is? I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I can talk for so long.
Please.
About so much things.
I know.
It won't even make any sense. It'll be out of context. You can't.
Nothing about Drink Champs makes sense.
Rich Paul can sit here. I can have Kobe Bryant and LeBron James to do a separate sports version of this. And they'll tell you the same thing Jay-Z and Nas will say about me. I do my thing. To the maximum on all levels. That's my problem.
Right.
When I get involved, I go all out. Whether it be producers, whether it be artists, whether it be athletes. I only know one thing, all the fuck out. That's my problem. That's Queens.
What was that first? That's Queens. Go ahead. Stay there.
Whatever it is.
Stay there, Stal.
It's all the fuck out.
Tell him.
By the way, the first person who really, the nigga who taught me the business was a guy named No Face. Mark Ski. Yeah, he had a group called BWP. Bitches with Problems.
Bitches with Problems, yeah.
Mark Ski took me to...
after NWA?
No, he took me to...
It's after NWA or before NWA?
After. He got bitches flipping on, and he took me down to the shit in Atlanta. Mark Ski, he was so talented, so smart. He used to tell me how talented Shock G was. Flavor Flav could play the piano. It was like, he would just get me there. And I was still living at home with my parents. And I was just ready. And the one thing he always made me realize I had to know was, if you knew an artist, what label were they on? If I ever ask you an artist and you don't know what label they're on, I'll never return your phone call. So you ask me an artist, I have to know what label they were on. Who produced the song? That's why I'm so fucking hip-hop fluent. Because I just know everything. I spent the time, if I didn't know it, it feels like if I don't know the facts around something.
You don't think that's an era thing, though?
Maybe.
I think the era of the tape and CD.
Maybe having shots isn't
we all read the credits.
Having shots
they don't got credits no more.
Yeah, we still need to know.
No. Jesus.
You gotta relax.
Fuck this fucking time. I don't know why we drink this anymore.
She left. She was tired. I knew she was tired.
Is it she over here?
REVOLT team left. Okay, listen. While we're here,
yes,
there's a lot of things we can talk about.
Yes.
Why didn't Shine make it?
In the business?
I mean, yeah.
Never mind that he went in and got deported.
But I thought everybody loved him, but everybody liked him, but nobody loved him.
Is this a trick question?
No, I swear.
The fact that Shine sounded like Big,
but
as a DJ, even though I thought he was dope,
so
I thought that
people
was
play the Barating Levy record,
which was a dope record.
Then he had the other record,
right? But I think that it was always like his Achilles heel that they introduced him as sounding like Big, and he's on Bad Boy. Had he not come out on Bad Boy,
people still liked it. You know how hard that is.
No, it was dope. It was dope.
But if people say, "Here goes the next Big,"
right?
And the first record you put out, niggas are like, "Yo, I love this shit."
Dope record.
That's hard as a motherfucker.
Let me just interject for 1 second. I think that Shine would have actually been damn.
He was the next one.
Look, I think
the next one
when he came home.
Is that what he's saying?
When he came home, he could have been super huge. But what happened was Khaled rushed that verse. Remember when Sean came home?
And Khaled put him on a record?
Yeah, Khaled. Nobody here.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
No. Listen. What happened was.
Oh yeah, I remember.
What happened was he came out. All right, cool. He caught a case. Yeah, he caught. Listen.
No, and it was a bad verse. It was really a bad verse.
He caught a case. He went away. His anticipation home was like Suge Knight. It was.
And his first verse was terrible?
No, I did that.
Look, let's be honest. Shine is dope, but that wasn't a good verse. It
You said he rushed it. You said he rushed it.
Good, Stoute good. Stoute good.
You said he rushed it.
No, but the verse, it threw everybody off.
It was.
His voice tempo wasn't as the same as...
It was off. It was off.
It was off.
Shine is dope, but
and
that
Khaled
was off.
rushed
That
it. You
was
could
off.
tell.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no disrespect to Khaled. We all love
It doesn't
Khaled.
make any sense what you're saying.
No.
You didn't like him when he sounded
about.
like Big, but then when he came back on some new voice
No,
shit,
all right,
you
listen.
like that.
And what you're saying is
Right,
correct as well.
Listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. If Shine would have came home with Big's same voice as he had prior to that, if he would have came home with that voice, he would have been a new Tupac.
No, I think you're wrong.
He would have been
I think
somewhere
you're
around
wrong.
that range.
No, I'm gonna
Trust
correct
me.
I'm gonna correct it.
Okay, go ahead.
What you're saying is that it's not that he sounded dope and he sounded like Big, and then we don't accept him.
Where I'm trying to get to in this.
No.
What happened to him? People liked his music. He did nothing wrong.
Right.
He just didn't seem to do enough right.
No. When he came home, he had to be deported.
Well, yeah, he
That
got
was
locked
it.
up.
You gotta. I can tell you this
And
firsthand.
then religion came into play as well.
As being a part of a legendary group called Capone and Noriega. Capone and Noriega has 500,000 every year in Europe. Every year. All we gotta do is spend 30 days in Europe. But at some point in certain parts of Europe, it's terrible. It's freezing like shit. So you would go there and you would get it.
How do you smoke weed and your eyes aren't red?
Cause I'm your friend, Steve Stoute. I wanted to be your friend. I wanted to be your friend for so long. I just want to keep my life together because I just want to get more money. I feel like I've reached that plateau. Now I gotta be like you. You gotta help me in some way, shape, form, or fashion, somewhere. I need to start wearing white suits at some point.
No, you don't.
You know, I need to get.
White suits.
You gotta give me rap class. You gotta give me somewhere where I could. I gotta.
You know who else? You said something about Jim Jones.
Yes.
Jim Jones is a great producer. If Jim Jones had as artists and different music in front of him, and I had to put the artists and the music together.
Look how many artists
he'd
Jim
be
Jones
artists.
introduced. Max B.
Jim Jones is dope.
Jim Jones really.
I just don't get along with him.
Damn, Stoute, you went there? What happened?
It always happens like that. I don't care about that part. And I go through that part. Like, first of all, for me, I know who it suits. 50's talented. Oh God, is he talented?
Right.
He's not a talented rapper or writer,
Right.
but he's talented. Jim Jones is talented. Like you just mean, not like Nas and Jay-Z are. The problem with rap music was it made if you
They're the
weren't
goats.
if you weren't a talented rapper, then everybody else was like fake versions of them. And the truth of the matter is, there's so much talent that the art form needs
Everybody
to move
can eat
forward.
everywhere, yeah.
And like what Jay-Z and Nas do specifically are words. 50 is Vince McMahon.
Yeah, he is.
He's Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is the best. Vince McMahon is so good that when he actually copied and tried to make the NFL, if you look at the camera angles that they did, that's what the NFL uses now. Vince McMahon,
The overhead cam.
Vince McMahon invented that.
Wow.
But we watching the NFL every day. When he started that bullshit football league that no one watched, it was terrible, but he produced the shit out of an idea.
Right.
That's 50 Cent. 50 Cent is ridiculously talented at a thing. Jim Jones is talented at a thing. When you put Jim Jones, Nas, 50, all these guys together, as you talk about culture, if they were to make a product, it would be Disney. These guys are great. It's just that everybody's so separated that these things don't come together. You don't put the writer, the animator, the storyteller, and the thing together. But if you ever put them together,
So it's like a lack of team?
how the fuck you think Batman happened?
Yeah, that is.
That's not one guy
Yeah, that is-
who just drew this
No,
guy.
obviously.
That's five guys together saying this
that's-
guy lives in this house, Gotham City, and a fucking thing up in the sky. That took 5 guys. But in rap music, those 5 guys can't talk to each other. Because one guy's making money doing this, that, and that, so they don't fuck with each other.
That's fucked up. That's right.
Ew, I've never been speechless
He
on Drink
killed
Champs
us.
in my life. That's listen. I'm visualizing what he's saying.
I'm visualizing it. I gotta sleep at night, bro. I gotta deal with myself.
Listen.
What about praying? How about me? Pray for me. I gotta go to sleep at night knowing this shit ain't happening.
Way too smart. Every ADD, that shit you just said. And you gotta sleep with yourself. You way too smart, Steve.
For sleeping with himself?
No. I get why he's rich and everything, but that nigga figure out life before it happened.
Damn, evolution, the whole
that nigga know what tomorrow was gonna happen.
Exactly.
Yo, I know. I did listen.
Stupid that is.
Like you know what's the shit? Conspiracy. The shit with Tom Hanks.
Let me ask you another question.
He going like that. I'm in. Stop.
Not Rakim. Raekwon. Where does Raekwon sit?
He's a great.
I think he's one of the best lyricists.
He's one of the best lyricists of all time.
To be honest with you.
He goes down. He's there.
I think he's one of them. Yeah.
Past Beanie.
I ain't think that far, but
okay. Jadakiss, past that.
Yeah. He's past that.
Yeah.
In that group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when we say Nas, this is not disrespectful.
Yeah, no.
Nas and Jay. If you ask every rapper about Nas and Jay-Z, they'd be like, yeah, that's cool.
Right.
Who they are.
But they're in the elite league.
Well, when you start coming off of that thing,
in the league,
who's the guy? Who's the one A?
Kanye. And let me.
Wow.
This is why it's going to get very controversial right now.
Lyricist wise?
Listen.
Hold on, stop. We're talking about lyrics.
I'm not naming
I
a
think
song.
that's a different thing. I thought you were saying stardom. Because the thing
I think
about
Kanye is more of an embodiment of everything.
Stardom doesn't count.
That don't count. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So now I need to understand your question. So you're saying
You understood it when I
greatest
said
of
it.
all times?
Lyrics. Forget it.
Lyrics?
I don't want to talk
Lyrics?
about this. Let's move on.
No, we started this.
No, I don't like this.
And it's not good for none of us. It's not good for none of us. But let's go there.
I gotta be careful.
Yeah, he has to be careful.
No, I'm gonna be careful.
You know what it
For
is?
real.
It's drink champs. You guys got to get other people on. Nobody's
No,
gonna be mad.
but then they need to come and defend the title.
I know what's going on.
No, the thing about it
I
is
can see
this.
what's going on.
I'm gonna tell you something. I am not politically correct at all. Don't nobody pay me. I always said on Drink Champs, and you could record this.
I am.
I said that for
recording this.
For young people.
We're recording this.
Right.
Here's the crazy shit. For young people, because we had first started with CBS. Big up CBS. We
Shout
love
out
them.
to CBS.
We have no problem with
They
them
are
at
no
all.
longer CBS.
We are no longer at CBS, but they are.
They are no longer CBS, and we
CBS
are no
what?
longer CBS.
And we are no
Drink
longer.
champs.
Yeah, we went. Yeah,
But
well,
let me
no.
just say something.
Well, it sounds confusing, but go ahead.
It is confusing.
We'll explain it to you in a second. Go ahead.
They gave us, you know.
We're multiple deals, but
We gotta relax.
no,
You gotta tell
I'm
Steve
explaining.
Stone the cameras is on.
Our fans are confused. We explain to our
We
fans.
took his whole portrait. What was Steve Style do? Okay, all right, this we did. So look. So the thing about it here,
Got that Johnny Blue though.
I've never. You know what?
It's Johnny Blue.
What kind of liquor is that?
Am I supposed to take a shot of that? Because you took so
I ain't
many
gonna lie to you,
shots.
the Johnny Blue is so smooth.
I'm in.
I'm not in.
I'm in.
Sorry, not in.
Puff will be very happy. It's a Diageo brand.
He's distributed.
I have
Everything
no
he
idea
does
how
is
that
through
goes.
them.
No.
So why would he be happy?
It's
or
part of the
unhappy?
family. It's a family brand. Guys, listen. How far do you want to go with this conversation?
As far as we have to take it.
Fun. This is what we do at Drink Chat. And listen, let me tell you something. Is that
We're
an
not opening
Audemars?
up this.
Is that an Audemars? No, you can take that. You can take it.
I felt
Is that-
like you
is
went
that-
away from what
is
the
that?
fuck you were saying.
It's an Audemars.
Let me tell you something.
What does that mean?
That listen,
Pull out your
listen.
fucking chain.
I started noticing class. When I
You got
started
Cuban links on. Pull it out.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm just.
All right, so all of a sudden you start speaking Spanish.
Don't disrespect Spanish. Don't disrespect Spanish at all here.
But stop. Like you've been the guy to sit at because let me just big you up for 1 second.
Okay,
Like,
sir.
Please,
I
can I
appreciate
big you
that,
up?
sir.
Let me get this format. Like the thing is,
I'm
we were
wrapping up.
getting.
Damn, this dude just taking the one
No,
bottle.
I'll take a shot of that with you. Should I take a shot with that with you? Because you drink my turbo shit.
I think you should drink the Johnny Blue. I think it's time.
I think it's time. I'll take a shot with you. Okay.
I mean, I'll
you
go
can
with
pour
you.
my
Fuck
shot.
it.
How about that?
I'll do it too. I don't want to. I don't want to.
But look, Stoute,
I'll do it. I'll
you
do it.
was the guy. Listen, I have to. Please, I need everybody to sit back and relax.
I don't think
She's back.
And the thing about Stoute is, Stoute, I gotta big you up.
Fuck my man.
Is you recognize hip hop was we were the new rock and roll.
I didn't. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
In my opinion, can you let me big you up, please?
I'm sorry, sir.
I felt like you knew hip hop was the new rock and roll, and you got behind the two biggest. You got behind Guns N' Roses.
What?
Which
Let
is
him talk,
Nas.
man.
He was involved with Guns N' Roses.
No, you gotta relax. I'm giving an analogy.
Are you drunk?
It's an analogy.
That's what people think.
Yeah. No,
You didn't drink that much in this show.
So you got behind.
I stay drinking.
Yeah.
You got behind the
It's
two
me?
biggest people that we had. You had access to Jay-Z. You had access to Nas, and you got behind them and you pushed them in every
For sure.
avenue.
sure.
What is it called? What shot am I taking? I forgot.
It's a Johnny Blue. We just said
Okay,
it 5
all
times.
right, cool.
Yeah, it's
Thank you, Stoute.
like I got
Stoute is shutting me down. You can tell I still was. You can tell I was smacking him, right? You can tell I respect the shit out of it. I just wanted to get money with you 4 years ago. That's all.
That is not working out for me.
It's not working out with you.
That's right.
You got it.
Look how smooth it is.
That's right.
Yeah,
This shit
guys,
goes down so
I'm
smooth.
drinking vodka.
You guys want Johnny Blue? You want
Yeah, give it to everybody.
Man. Come on, man. You serious? Take this around. Guys, have a great time.
I think I'm being honest. It's a great Johnny Blue. We love you guys.
It's very stronger than I thought it was.
that's
I got
Thank you,
this,
Stoute.
man.
It's very smooth. I think Johnny Blue should be part of this. And
it
it's
should
part
be.
of Diageo. Just tell Puff, just have it here. It's no big deal.
No,
No,
you
we
should
don't wanna
tell
do that.
them
We wanna-
to tell us
we wanna
to
be down on you.
pay the bill. Let's
We
do
already
it.
got. They got us with Ciroc. He got us.
Holy shit.
He got us with. Come on, Stoute. He got us with Ciroc.
I mean, like,
That's it. We're only obligated to Ciroc. That's it. But we do have Grace's Killer. Do y'all? What is it
To
called?
kill you?
I ain't gonna lie to you. You guys don't have. You guys have tacos.
Yeah, we should. We should. And a mariachi band.
No,
It's coming
because
soon.
Stoute, we can tell you've been in rap games since Kid and Play, because you are drinking everything.
I think that's incredible, man. I didn't know that
Because-
about you. I think that's incredible.
What did I do my job when I
I
knew
think
that?
the Kid
You know
and Play
the
part
thing
is
that's
incredible.
amazing is that I look young. My
How old
mom,
are you, by the way?
47.
God damn it.
I've been
And
doing
I look older than you. That's fucked up in my life.
Well, no, it's not. I've been doing this since I was 21 years old.
God damn it, Stoute.
All I've done is watch shit. All I do is watch artists go up and watch them fall off, and watch them go up, watch them fall. So I was 21 years old. That's how I feed my family. I don't have no, like, this is what I do. I'm like, talk to me. I'm not lying.
Why?
I'm not making anything up.
You lived and breathed it.
Every ounce of it, and I won't stop. And as soon as it starts to feel like I'm like I don't understand what's going on or some bullshit, I won't do it no more. I don't want. I'm not corny. I'm not doing anything corny.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna be the
You ever
last nigga in the club doing dumb shit. Look at you.
I played myself.
So I do that, I leave.
No, that's actually cool. We could make that.
Have you ever gave an artist some like information?
I'm not gonna lie. That was awesome.
You know I'm great. Have you ever gave artists like this information and you told them?
Have you ever given artists information?
I'm good. I'm fantastic. You want me to say my album bitch backwards?
Say I do. I actually do.
It's not gonna happen. No, but have you ever gave some artist information and then it wasn't the thing, like, and
You're wrong.
you were wrong?
I'm gonna take. 50 says this all the time.
Oh, 50 says it?
50 says this.
Damn.
I said to him, he shouldn't sign to Eminem's label.
You said he shouldn't sign to Eminem?
When he was signing there, what I was saying was, if he was signing to Death Row, because his
Did Death Row want to sign him?
Oh yeah, yeah. What he was
Death
saying
Row
was so
direct?
fucking crazy and truthful and honest and hard. I didn't want him to get confused as this like guy who could have been slightly comical. because Eminem had D12.
What you felt Shady was.
Shady
like a
was
comical label?
Yeah, like no, not a comical label, but just like a label that was great music, but.
Because for some reason,
I mean, I don't think I can articulate it, but I get what you're saying.
There may have been a part of what they were doing that was like is
shock
this
value.
honest or not? Is this honest or is this shock value?
Right.
And like if Dre did it, it would be Eazy-E.
Right.
And I was telling 50, be Eazy-E. You're Eazy-E.
But he couldn't be that for Shady.
By the way, 50 Cent is 100%. He did everything. He's a hard working.
But where did y'all go wrong? The Madison Square Garden, we see the pictures.
Yeah, we went wrong? We went wrong because I said that he didn't make a record in a long time that was a hit. And I said it on a radio station or something, and he seen it, and he didn't like that.
Right. So he talking to you at the Knick game.
Yeah.
And
That's right. He talked to me, and I walk in God's footsteps. I'm not afraid of nothing.
Right. No, but the thing about it.
I'm not afraid. I'm not. It's the truth of the matter is, it's not like I was surprised when Puffy showed up at my office.
Right.
After Hate Me Now.
But he didn't show up.
No, 4 guys showed up, including him.
Okay.
I wasn't surprised. I'm not surprised when I went to a Knick game when I seen. He was with me when I seen. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of things.
No, but
I'm not. It's just like one of those things I'm not afraid of.
But this is actually a guy. This is different. This is different.
Doesn't make a difference. But when guys start talking that we're gonna kill you, this, that bullshit.
Who told you they're gonna kill you? Come on, Stoute.
No, I'm just saying that's how the business turns a problem into like. The problem goes from this is a problem to the real problem is we're gonna kill you or we're gonna do this. Like, okay, great.
Stop. Wait, who told you they're gonna kill you, Stoute?
Sounds like a lot of people.
I don't know.
No, it sounds like what it sounds like.
How many people told you they're gonna kill you? Bro? This is all.
Nobody says that. I'm just saying the underlying theme about beef is what happens if you lose?
That's very true.
Are you gonna die? Is your rap
Especially
career
after
over?
Tupac and Biggie.
All of a sudden, you guys understand it when I say one word. What the fuck did you think I was saying?
That was a lot of words.
Yeah, what the fuck do you think I was saying?
What?
It got awfully weird.
Yeah, it's like
I was waiting for the one word.
No. It's okay. Nah, stop.
I'm in the business, man.
Right.
I'm doing this shit at a high level, bro. I'm not fucking around doing this shit for rent.
Right.
I'm doing this shit at a high level. I'm making millionaires.
Right.
You guys is making a lot of money. I'm changing the way things happen.
Right.
When you're on the front line, you got to deal with front line things.
Right.
You're a CEO, wartime CEO, peacetime CEO.
Right.
I'm a CEO in wartime and peacetime. It's peacetime, it's cool. When it's wartime, you got to deal with those type of things. You got to be able to deal with that. And I love those guys. I respect those guys. If it was some bullshit I didn't respect, I wouldn't care. I respect guys who I love what Top Dog's doing. Love it. On his own rules, this is how we're doing this. Win or lose, this is how
He's
we're
killing
doing
it. He's
And
killing
you how was it being the president of Interscope? Because, can you want me to describe how we looked at Interscope?
Yeah.
As an East Coast-
Akinelli was the first rap artist signed
From
Interscope.
From left, right.
Akinelli was the first artist signed in. You know Akinelli got a
did not
record
know
deal
that.
before Nas?
I definitely did not know that. He's schooling me right
Oh,
now.
no. I would have hoped so.
Akinelli got the deal of a lot at the barbecue
Just
for
out of
Nas.
the timetable.
Because everybody got hooked on the ready. Confetti.
Yeah.
That was the shit. Nobody even heard what he said.
I'm learning right now. Keep talking, please stop. I'm sorry.
Everybody bought that. No rhymes. All hooky things. Does Akinelli have a classic? Akinelli's a
Put it
great
in your mouth is
Put it
a
in your
classic.
That's really digging deep.
No, I don't think it is.
You see a New York City.
I don't think it
it's
is.
his only
Guy
hit.
went
It's
to
his only
jail.
hit. If that's
But
not
I think it's a
recently.
classic. I think it's a classic.
He was pulling bitches over and he's playing, put it in your mouth.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's a
Bitch
classic.
was sucking his
You know
dick.
what?
Like,
Nas-
am I the only nigga that
Yo,
read this story?
Akinelli, how about this? Akinelli had Nas in the
Nowhere.
1B position. Nas couldn't get a deal. Akinelli got a deal. It was like, yo, you know what? Put my nigga Nas on.
Big about Canelli.
That's how fucked up things are. When the art form gets so big and money gets involved, it fucks everything up. I tell, Tony's my best friend. We talk.
Big up
we
your
talk.
relationship. I
He's my
love
best
it.
friend. You know why he's my best friend? Because until money starts fucking with girls or religion, you don't even know who your best friends are.
Absolutely.
And we've survived those topics, the things. That's why we're best friends. Best friends have to go through that thing. And Akinelli and Nas, when Akinelli got the fame, he didn't say Nas was better than me. He was Akinelli. He knew that he couldn't fuck with this man on the 16. He couldn't. You crazy? This nigga is all the words past the margin guy. I'm the fucking bullshit put it in your mouth guy.
Shout out to Akinelli. That's my guy, man.
You ready to go? Get going.
That's how it goes, man. It works like that in the streets, it works like that in music, in business, man. Are you great or not?
How do you
really
feel
do.
about, do you think the industry corrupted hip hop culture?
I think that money comes in, and when money comes in, what's gonna happen is obvious. Like, money comes in and changes all of the outcomes. So that's what money does. It's like, it happened in rock music. You know, MTV goes on, there's guys that
You
are like,
feel it's
wearing
equivalent
lipstick.
to rock as well?
Yeah, hip hop, yeah.
No, I mean,
But I felt like we needed that.
All of a sudden, if you're gonna grow, the consequences of growth is mass adoption.
and corruption.
And
Mass
gentrification.
adoption is corruption.
Right.
That's all. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the way it is. Rock and roll got big, and all of a sudden there was guys. Look at Whitesnake. They were compared to Bruce Springsteen.
All right.
Whitesnake's a rock act. There's like rock acts. They were doing. I always use Whitesnake as an example because Whitesnake, Nelly, Ja Rule, Ludacris.
So
They're all really talented people.
Not all else.
little homies.
They were all talented people, but they all have something in common. They had to follow the core truth of something. And they were all, they all were
Not LL.
incentivized to do something that wasn't really at the core, the truth of the hip hop thing, man.
I'll lay down. Keep it real. All of them. Every
You know, you gotta do hip hop, man. Like, for me, I may not ever make $1 billion.
So everybody in the
But
world.
I'm saying this on your show, just relax.
I gotta relax.
You gotta relax.
I love it. See that relax me? Please can somebody film that
That's
again?
awesome.
But if I tell the truth and it takes me as far as I can go, that's $1 billion, man.
The truth will set you free.
That's it. Don't matter. Fuck with my man. I'm good. I'm gonna keep pushing shit forward. I know nobody can fuck with me. Niggas try to talk to me, they can't fuck with me.
That's right.
They can't even, it's not even close.
Let's make some noise for Stoute, goddamn. Talk that shit, Stoute.
I gotta go now.
Look, I tried to be a member of Soho House.
And you lost.
Tell me
And
I
you
lost.
Good.
Let's stop. Am I wilding out? This is my first time being a member of the Soho House.
It doesn't matter, yo.
My first time.
Your culture, yo. You push it, yo. You nigga, you dope. It's for life.
I'm trying
I don't like the thin mustache and beard look.
Oh, tell him, Stoute. Tell him. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm saying, tell him, Stoute.
I don't give a fuck. Stop and say anything about me.
But why do you think that's the right look?
Stop coming out, man.
I think it is.
I don't understand that.
Think about me. I'm good.
Chichi, get the ayo, man.
I got it right.
You gotta get the ayo.
You got it. And y'all guys got the same beard.
My shit is mad white.
You never talked to him about this on the
No,
line?
I thought about your beard.
What did he say?
You look like Frank Sam.
I said I gotta relax.
Hey, it might be Frank Sam. I don't understand. No. Definitely it's a Frank Sam.
Yeah,
Why is the
I'm paying 10
thin
times.
look a thing?
Because I gotta relax. Okay? And you.
But
look
why
like,
do you want it thin?
But you
Just
look
cut
like,
it off.
You like the black Chong Li. And guess what? Stop. I got your back. Ride with me. Stop. Trust me, I got the crowd already. Don't come at me. Trust me. I got him. It's gonna
Let's see how it goes.
It's not gonna
Let's see how this goes.
It's not gonna work in your way.
There's a lot of people trying to figure out.
I love you, Stop.
His mustache is thin, his beard is thin, but his eyebrows are thick.
Listen, stop. That's my Puerto Rican. Stop. You're gonna be racial. And look, you gotta call Irv Gotti. He was so scared. Because, he went at the LGBT. You gotta relax. You are safe.
What did I say?
You've never said nothing. You are fantastic. Look, everybody got scared because I said LGBT. Yo, listen, they got all of us niggas shook.
Not me.
Why? You go with the LGBT.
I'm rich.
We love these guys, we love these. Am I obligated to take a shot of that? I think I did.
Yeah.
Right?
No, not that one.
You didn't take that.
You avoided everything but that one.
Style is like a N.O.R.E on the low. On the low. That's why we didn't connect back then. Cause he's actually like me. Yo, look, Tone is ready to leave.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is important to me. I want my man Tone to get everything. You got something to say? He don't do this much.
No.
He's doing this
Tone's
because of me, because I'm here.
guy.
You want to say anything? You are the best at what you do, and you don't talk about it
And
much.
still the best at what you do.
So don't do this. This is my job. Say something.
Trackmasters, top 5, dead or alive.
Deserve.
Nah, I'm not. I gotta stop you for 1 second.
Ooh.
Trackmasters is top 3. If a person ever bring up, do you want me to take this from him?
Go for
I
it.
will.
Go for it.
If a person ever bring up the top illest producers, when you look at a person like Nas and you look at Illmatic,
Joe, we good?
and when you look at Illmatic, to me, this is just me. Anybody can debate me or anybody can say fuck you, N.O.R.E. or anybody, but a lot of times when I want a person to study hip hop, I want them to start from Illmatic, and then I want you to go back.
Right.
And when you go back and you study Illmatic, and then you go back, it was that first album. Is that it? And it was written. It was so needed for hip hop.
Tone fucking took that sample, that Sting sample from The Professional.
Talked about that stuff.
And Nas passed him that shit too. He said no. I'm like, Lil Nas. Ding, 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 ding. The message. I'm like, Tone played that shit for me first. I'm like, I couldn't believe that I had. It was the first time in my life I knew I had a person that understood it like me. When he played that sample, he played it for me. He didn't play it for me like on some like, rah, rah, rah. He plays it for me like, yo, this shit is right. I said, I took it to Nas. Nas heard it and said, nah, I don't want to do it. Facts. I said, tell him Nas, I'm going to make this record. I trust this guy's, he's special.
Yes, he is.
He is special.
Super special.
He sees things, but you gotta let him do his thing. You gotta let him play his game. He's an awesome spades player too. You gotta let him do his thing.
Top 5 dead or alive. By the way, Jay-Z stopped ducking me on the spades game. He's been ducking me.
Nah,
Damn, y'all niggas about to start some shit. You gotta relax.
Yo, we need to do a spades
I feel like I'm about to bring the
so
cards
you,
out
you
right
should definitely do
now.
a spades game. You can get it off here.
I'm in.
You get a spades game off here.
I'm in.
Good,
So he's
stop.
doing this shit. He plays this shit for me. I'm like, I go back to Nas, like, Nas, you gotta do this shit. And I'm like, if I could rap, it'd be terrible if I could rap, but I can't rap. So I'm like, Nas, how you not gonna rap over this shit? And you heard that shit. You heard the message. The message is ridiculous. It's the way to start off an album. But it took time to get there. And Tone and Nas, I get a lot of credit for Nas' career and everything, but my insight, a lot of what I've done, was really built off of my partners. Understanding what was
That's such
going
a
on.
beautiful thing, man. yeah. Let's get some I like that style. Thank you, style. I like that. I really like that. I like that.
We're gonna end this? You gonna end this? You gonna figure out how to end this?
It's in the regular story.
I wanted to get my fucking membership in so off. Nigga, listen, I'm from left right. I used to shoot people with these style. I don't know if you know that.
I don't believe that.
Nah,
You don't
he
believe
did.
it?
I think he
Why
did.
you want me to shoot you right now? No, I'm just playing. You gotta relax.
Whoa. You gotta relax.
No, I'm playing.
You was a
That was a
shooter?
joke.
You were a shooter?
He was a
That was
shooter.
a joke.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
It
50 was a
legend.
shooter.
Yeah,
It was a
this guy
legend.
too.
It was a
This guy
legend.
too.
My shit is a legend. My shit has never been verified.
50 was a you know that.
All right, let's stop shooting, guys.
I've never shot nobody. That was
Were you
the...
a shooter?
Hey, buddy.
You know the shooters. It was like, the guys was like, it wasn't even like a thing. Like, he's a shooter. Here's this. It
Tony,
was
you
almost
shot
like-
niggas too?
No, Tone wasn't a shooter.
Look.
I definitely
Style just threw you under there. Come on, Tony. Tell us about your
My
shooting.
trigger finger hit
If
kicks
you were a
and shit.
shooter,
You got shooter
Nah,
beats.
I'm not a shooter.
but if you were a shooter, you weren't necessarily the boss nigga. You were part of a team.
Exactly. The facts.
Yeah, but
That's
he
a fact.
decided life.
That's a fact. Let him talk.
No.
The shooting decided life. Real talk. For that person that was on the other end of the shot, that life was decided.
They were shooters. Niggas were shooters. Like, that's a shooter, this, that. But if you were the boss nigga and you had a team together, you had a shooter on the team.
Right. Absolutely.
N.O.R.E saying,
No, I ain't saying that. I didn't say that. But listen, definitely listen.
Change your
But
name.
how awkward was it, right? Like now, you're probably the only person in the world that has access to Jay-Z and Nas at the same time.
still.
And listen, I'm gonna just throw this out there. I look at them like the two tycoons. I look at them like the fucking best. This is it. This is hip hop to me. These two guys.
Yeah.
And you the only
That's
person
right.
in the fucking
That's facts.
world
Those are facts.
that has access
That's true.
to the twoest tycoons in the world. I'm not gonna lie to you. Stop. If I was you, I would have did so crazy. Like I'd have just pissed on people for no
You know,
problem.
the reason why they
Let
fuck
me
with sorry.
pick you up. This is what I would have did if I had it in your power. I just pissed on people. Like, yo, come here. You know what? I got Jay and Nas. pissed on you.
You're not pissing on me, bro.
I'm not you,
Relax,
bro.
relax.
But I'm just saying, stop. How the fuck is you that humble and you're the only person in the world, in my opinion, that had access to them both. They went through it. How the fuck do you make? And then listen, you have to maintain your relationships with both.
Both of them.
These is tycoons. These is not Tyrannosaurus. I don't even know what that word means.
Tyrannosaurus?
Just ride with me, stop.
You made up dinosaurs?
Stop, ride with me, stop. This is why we get it.
We make up dinosaurs.
We make up dinosaurs. And you're the only guy in the world. Is it awkward?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not awkward.
Okay. Tell me.
It's awkward because I deserve to be in the room.
You deserve what?
I deserve to be
in the room.
Okay. Take it from me.
You know, artists, man, of that level, my job is always to just make sure. What do you need? I see Jay, what do you need? Nas, what do you need? I love these guys. I don't care about the money, man. If I made it about money, it would be different. But it's not about money. I love those guys. I can't even believe I know both of those guys. I speak to them. There's not a week that goes by I don't speak to Nas and Jay-Z. I speak to Nas.
He just floats on everybody. There's not a nigga here that speak to both of them.
You know how crazy it is to me that that's a crazy idea? I speak to Nas and Jay-Z every week. Or every day. All the time. It has nothing to do with anything. It's real. It's a real relationship. You have people you speak to every other day.
Yeah, but it ain't Nas and Jay-Z, and neither me.
You may speak to the Nas and Jay-Z of something.
Don't try to make it a normal thing.
But let's make it normal. Jay-Z and Nas.
Yeah.
Yo, Tony, you even know that's not a normal thing.
That's not normal though.
Thank you, yo, Tony. Thank you.
It's not normal.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
Special.
Yo, listen, stop. And this comes a part of me bigging you up is because you were the only person in hip hop who could have fixed that situation.
Not take credit for it.
You don't take credit for it?
No. You don't understand how great they are. They don't. These guys.
I understand.
It's fucking Shakespeare and Picasso. It's not really a thing. It's Shakespeare. If you make it Shakespeare, Picasso, it's no problem. They don't argue with each other or fight with each other. They're like,
bitch, we great.
No, they're unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable. The way they see the world. I can't believe I'm around it.
But stop.
That's how I feel. Tone.
Stop. But stop. Let me just big you up once again. You're probably the only person that had access to the most to
Puff.
Nah, but see, Puff had Bad Boy, and he had.
I had no ulterior motive. So I got everything.
This nigga finished my sentence. That was the exact sentence I was saying. Was a lot of people had ulterior motives. I don't want you to drop it. A lot of people. I'm sorry. I was trying to help you out. You gotta relax. So a lot of other people had ulterior motives.
You gotta relax, buddy.
But you was the only guy that in the middle, prior to the beef, in between the beef, and after the beef, that had access to the two most.
What you gotta do, man? Piss? You need Flomax?
Yeah.
Nah, pissing is a part of the show.
No, but you had access to the most biggest two icons in hip hop ever.
Oh, go piss.
No, I'm not.
Enjoy your life.
You needed Flomax.
I definitely need Flomax.
No, but how does that feel to be with access to the two biggest icons ever in hip hop? And I'm gonna be honest with you, as a person that know you, like halfway know you, I know you was uncomfortable during that situation.
I was not uncomfortable.
You wasn't
I've
when
been
Nas and
uncomfortable
Jay was
way
beefing?
more shit than that. No.
Nas and Jay was beefing, you wasn't at all?
Because when beef is clear.
No, we know we wasn't as
Okay,
go to that.
if I don't have to talk.
Oh, no, I apologize. Good. I'm like, he's a Queens nigga. You can 100% know he's from Queens. He knows how to check another Queens nigga. I apologize. Continue, son.
Queens are the best rappers of all time.
Oh, you want to go there now? I was going to say that for later. I was going to say that for later.
Queens are the best rappers of all time.
Yo.
Off chart. Nobody knows he's Queens.
Why? You thought it was... Oh, he's from Queens.
No, I don't represent
All our
that.
engineers from Queens.
You
They
from
gotta
Queens?
relax. Who you got? Exactly. Relax.
Anybody else from Queens?
No, you gotta relax.
He's from Queens.
Yeah, I'm ready to
Anybody else from Queens? You from Queens?
I'm just saying. We could debate the best rappers of all time from wherever they from.
I'm
You know
sure
what?
Miami.
Nobody
don't
ever
really-
says, oh,
I'm not gonna tell you Miami,
A-Tribe
but I will go with.
A-Nas, and Jay, and L, and fucking Tribe Called Quest. Remember Rakim's Long Island. And Mobb Deep.
Okay. You deleting all the West Coast?
It's just say Queens.
Ice Cube is one of the best to do it too.
Say Queens. Just say Queens.
You're not accepting that?
They're Queens.
Oh, okay. I thought we was battling right now.
Oh yeah, you gotta relax.
The battle is always Queens versus Brooklyn. It's not even close.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Brooklyn wins every time.
No.
You gotta
Queens
relax.
has better rappers than Brooklyn.
Tone, you my friend too. You gotta relax.
I got Biggie and Jay-Z. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I got Nas, I got G-Rap, I got fucking Tribe Called Quest.
I got Big Daddy Kane.
I even got lots of fun.
I got Big Daddy Kane.
You know Big Daddy?
Big Daddy.
Big L. Lyricist Big L. Big L.
Shit.
You know
I got
Big-
three bitches too.
Come on, guys.
You know Big Daddy Kane
Literally just
fell
shake his
off a
head?
cliff after his first album?
Wow.
I wasn't
What
ready.
was it? I wasn't ready. What was that second album?
What was the second album?
No,
the one
no,
that
the
you don't know. He wasn't all
Let's
that.
Google that.
Come on, man.
Yo, you
Slick
know what?
Rick. But Slick
No,
Rick
it's the third
held
album.
the
Third
test
album.
of
Third
time.
album. Third album.
Yo, I love Big Daddy
Prince of
Kane.
Darkness was the second album.
Nah,
Big Daddy Kane.
I gotta disagree with you. I don't think Big Daddy
Stop
Kane
for a second.
fell off till he fucked Madonna.
Yeah, that was.
He fucked Madonna.
Which
Best time of his life.
was so
He doesn't-
And they
big.
were just fantastic for
Yeah, I
me too.
shouldn't
Also.
even realize.
Okay.
Everybody's saying everything.
We're saying a lot of things.
It's a Big Daddy thing.
I think Big Daddy Kane didn't fall off too. He fucked Madonna.
Big Daddy Kane
He did
is
not.
a dope, fucking ridiculous rapping nigga.
Yes.
Yes.
Change rap.
Big Daddy Kane
Yes.
did not have the fucking.
Jay-Z.
No. You need motherfucking. It's not even experience. You need. Where a nigga got like. The ability to run the long race, the long run.
He did fuck Madonna. Come on.
Fucking Madonna.
Like that was like.
That's
Hold on.
career.
Stop. Listen. Come on. Stop.
Are you saying the
the next
fortitude?
album.
Are you saying the
Stop. Let me
fortitude?
stop you, please.
No, it's not
'Cause
fortitude.
Listen. Stop. Listen. Let me big you up right now, because if you listen right here.
That's no problem.
No. I'm just telling you.
Is you saying Big Daddy Kane had a better career than Rakim?
Nobody said that.
He
Listen,
did.
This is what
I'm
I'm
asking you.
No.
I mean, you can't.
Rakim. What are you talking about?
At the
Rakim.
worst or best, they had the equal.
What was Rakim?
career.
Rakim had that first album was classic. Second album was dope. Then, I mean Rakim, the lyricist Rakim is
Come on, they still
legendary.
here.
But I think Big Daddy Kane's career was a better career.
You think Big Daddy Kane was a better rapper?
Oh, better than Rakim? Is that what you're saying?
He said career.
Better than Rakim?
Better career.
So LL Cool J had a better than
Better-
both of them.
LL Cool J has a better rap career than most people.
I don't even want to be in
Than
this
most.
conversation.
You
What are you talking about? LL Cool J.
How about who you think had a better career, Ice Cube or Rakim?
Ice-T.
Career is Ice Cube.
As a rapper,
Oh, as a rapper.
What we talking
This
about?
is when the problems get tough.
That's tough. That's a very tough. But you're saying career overall as Ice Cube.
Was Kid and Play the guy who had just did the Kaepernick?
That is short career.
The Kaepernick? You
What?
see, and Bill Moore actually.
Bill Maher.
Yo,
What are you doing?
Chichi, que te yo.
yeah, you know, Kid, listen, the black community fried Kid and Play.
Hey, Lauren.
Hold on.
You understand what I'm saying, stuff? They fried Kid and Play because Kid and Play was he posed as the white guy. To kneel.
You're being.
Was that crazy? Was that crazy? As a
I
person.
can't even do what you're doing right now. I love
No,
this
was that
show.
Why you turn the mic like that?
No, was that crazy?
That's very disrespectful to
No,
the
I'm
microphone.
asking because sometimes we don't. I'm just asking. I'm asking because I'm just a journalist. This is a journalist.
Let me ask you a question. At this point, is this when the show starts?
No,
Yes, absolutely.
Listen, we respect you, Steve Stoute. I just
Absolutely.
want you to know that. In case you didn't know that, I respect you.
My shit is clean.
No, your shit is clean.
It is clean.
Yes. And you dated Lisa Left Eye too, right? Let's talk about that. You had Left Eye first. Early. Don't get
You know
awkward.
she passed away.
Yes.
So you
she's a
can't say you
beautiful
had her
woman.
first.
No, you know what I
At this
mean. I
point.
didn't mean it in the disrespect.
I want to be in a more respectful way.
Okay, I apologize then.
Lisa
You had
Left Eye
Lisa-
was my girlfriend very early in my career.
Really?
Oh, that's beautiful. Let's talk about
Wow.
Let's talk about that.
No.
Let's talk about sex.
No, that's sex. I didn't say that. I said you was with Lisa. That's like one of the biggest. What they sell, 13 million?
But not even that. Condolences, actually. No, I'm saying like that must have been hurtful, man.
She ain't trying to burn your house down, right? I mean, he took it there. Like,
Nah,
she ain't trying to.
we all heard it. We all heard it in the
You were around when I
business.
was. You understand.
I
She was
went there.
making
You good?
fried chicken.
I don't know if I'm
for us.
wrong,
I know you
but
advertised
we all heard.
it.
We all heard for that. And I would imagine you heard more.
It was tough. She was talented, man. She's super talented.
Yeah,
But
and
she
down
did try
to
to
and
burn
down
your
to
house
earth.
down.
guys,
Look, his face is
guys, I've done everything.
By the way, that's what made me want to hire him as my manager. I went to his crib and he pulled out pictures of him and Left Eye just chilling like on vacation. I'm like, you know her? Like I'm looking at him like, why do you know this girl? Oh
We were
yeah,
swimming in the water.
swimming underwater, snorkeling.
You have pictures on the water?
I've done
snorkeling.
Damn, this nigga stop. Been rich forever. Hold on.
You know you
They
drink
have
that
pictures
whole-
underwater?
You know you drink all the good wine by yourself.
Nah, I love it. Come on. I'm hanging out with
Absolutely,
Steve Stoute. I've
he
been
did.
wanting to hang with him for 20 years. This is the deal. I'm glad you got my phone number now. We're going to make it
I've
right.
been hitting you, right?
We're going to make it right.
We've
Let's
been
stop.
coordinating.
Yes, we've been coordinating.
You think that your mustache and beard is right?
I'm so confident.
I never been taking this a bit. So good. But this shit ain't right neither, I ain't gonna lie. You know what you look like?
What's wrong with it?
I'm gonna be
Tell me.
honest. You look like them niggas on the what's the Game of Thrones?
I'm not mad at that.
You not mad at that?
Game of Thrones.
Because I don't want no beef with you, style. You want to keep
it's not
it
a
on
beef
there. No.
Do you think there's a thing called too thin?
I have no idea what you're talking about. But
Your
listen,
beard, your
every
beard
other
right
CEO,
here, coming off your goatee is too thin.
every other CEO took one hit.
No.
Can you take one hit?
No, we're not doing that.
You gonna take another shot, take them on then?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, look,
Chichi,
Tone trying to leave.
But I'm a trooper. I'm hitting it. I'm
You
doing
hit
it.
it.
I'm
Let's
right
go.
here.
Let's give another shot, take them on.
Right here.
And listen, Steve Stoute, Trackmasters Tone, we want y'all to know that we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. What y'all doing? Come on, where's
Your crew's
Mr.
not
Lee?
supporting me.
We finished
No,
the
they
Tiger
love
Bomb. We
us.
finished that Tiger
They
Bomb.
love
We
us. You
finished
know
it.
why?
You asked us to have a light crew.
You made so many Queens niggas rich. I made it known to all my crew and I told them, this is a guy, we gotta make sure his red carpet is laid out.
Thank you.
We gotta make sure,
Thank you.
we gotta make sure of
Thank
that.
you.
We gotta make sure that, that's why we had whiskey. I hate you.
Yeah, by the way, listen. All the bullshit aside,
Yeah.
I'm grateful to be here.
Thank you,
What
sir.
you did, what you're doing, what you guys are doing is important. It's not important. Whether you make a lot of money or a little bit of money, it's important.
Yeah, okay.
I came here.
Impact is important for us.
I came here because if we didn't have a one-on-one, I wouldn't do it.
Right.
I love him,
I love him too.
and I just want to keep pushing culture forward. I don't care about the other shit. I just don't care. And I've been in a lot of rooms with a lot of people in a lot of places, but it doesn't change my love for the art form, for the music, for what we all here. When I pulled up and I see the graffiti, I felt comfortable. I love graffiti. Graffiti means you're home. Mm-hmm. Graffiti is like signs that equal, oh, you're on your way home. And I love that shit. So, Drink Champs and Puff and Revolt, and I know you're tired and shit.
No. Listen, let me tell you something, Stoute. I want you to understand this. Well, this is one thing that I would like the hip-hop culture to understand. We finally have a platform, we finally have a thing where you can come here and you can promote your shit here. And I'm a person, like, I have a platinum plaque. I have 4 gold plaques. Yeah, I've got that. So when it's come time to promote something or talk to something, we want our people to come to us first. And I felt like I own that.
You live here?
I live everywhere.
You live in Miami.
No, he lives here right
Yeah,
now.
I live in Miami. We got a place in LA. And we got a place in New York too. You want to make some noise for me? Tell them niggas to make some noise for me. Tell them niggas, tell them that. Make some noise. But what I'm saying is, Stoute, this is what I was trying to say to you. Is like, why not we just all support us? No matter where it is or where it at. You could come up with a wonderful, I don't know what this is. This is fly. I don't know. Can you tell me what this is called?
This is a bag that holds wine.
A bag that holds wine.
That's all it is. And the way it's set up is right. And these are Adidas that they made with the Bathing Ape guys. It's just different colors, you know what's going on. I mean,
This nigga's a queen nigga for real. Let's make some noise for him, goddamn. But no, this is real shit. The thing about hip hop, I just want to continue to support hip hop. What I mean by that, Stoute, is hear me out. Is of course we could go to the traditional radio system, right? We could go to the traditional, sitting down with who we sat down with before. But let me just tell you something. The people.
you mean who you sat down with?
No, listen. The
You
people
used to go around around the country having dumb conversations trying to explain yourself.
What I realize is this. Back in the days when we used to sell drugs in New York City, we used to sell drugs in New York City. But everybody used to get up or become rich if they go out of town. I bet you all your friends from Jamaica used to say, I'm going out of town and I'm getting rich. The thing about it is now,
You gotta travel.
getting rich is SoundCloud. Getting rich is staying right there, selling your own product in the same place. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
That's why Jay went to the 444. He went and he sold it to only Sprint customers. Are you understand what I'm trying to say? So now,
again, we're doing a lot of things. Yes, and yes.
I'm revealing too much?
No, of course, man. I'm not. You're saying all the right things.
Right.
I'm happy to be here, man.
Is hip hop gonna?
What you want from me?
Is hip hop will ever get any bigger or no?
We're still in the beginning.
Wow.
That's the part that, as long as we grab that, I'm there. I'm gonna work with the guys that people don't even think is dope. You don't like Little Yachty's dope. Fuck it.
He's dope too.
I'm fucking with Lil Yachty.
I like Lil Yachty.
I'm fucking with him. What you doing?
You want the blunt? I ain't know.
No, I didn't want the blunt, I want the handshake.
Okay, well, I thought
I'm
you
fucking
wanted
with
the
Lil
blunt.
Yachty. I'm fucking with everybody. If you are pushing culture forward, it's dope. It's rap. It's graffiti. It's this. It's that. It's fuck you. It's the truth.
Yeah.
We don't have to like it. Old school niggas don't have to like it. But the truth of the matter is, old school niggas who liked the beginning of Bob Dylan, they didn't like Nirvana. It was like, what is that? I like Bob Dylan. What the fuck is Nirvana? If you like Bob Dylan in the 70s, why would you like Nirvana in
It's
the
not
early
like
90s?
we liked how Melly Mel and them were dressing either.
Yeah. I didn't like how Melly Mel dressed either.
Right.
Exactly. But as time goes on, you just got to keep growing with the art form. You got to understand what the truth is. And it keeps resetting itself.
Alonzo Ball.
Alonzo Ball. He looks like Mr. Softy.
Go West now.
Like the whole look. You like his look? I don't like the way he plays.
Man, he came at our brother. How would he come at Nas?
He's a bum. Everybody's like, oh, he said he's a bum. What does that mean? His father won't speak to him. You know how great that is to have one less phone call? I don't need phone calls. I'm not looking for phone calls. So, go ahead.
Look, no, you got this. Like, you was the first person that I'm just like, I don't know.
He got work to do. And Magic endorsed him. He got work to do.
And Magic the homie, right? Isn't Magic the homie?
Is Magic the homie? We got to see if Magic's the homie.
No, I'm good.
He's not.
No, Magic's the homie to me. Is Magic the homie? You can't have this nigga running around shitting on Nas, man.
You can't do that. That's terrible.
How do you shit on Nas? You walking around with a stupid face? You like his face? Anybody didn't like his face?
What are you doing, guys? What are you doing, man?
The Dominican people got it right.
What are you saying? Look at me. Look at you. Look at me. Look at you.
My life been like, they've been fucking me the whole night. So make
You know what?
keep my life.
There's a new thing that we need to work out. Face to fro ratio.
Cast out. Break that down.
His fro is bigger than his face. You don't think so? What is it doing?
No, you're just fro
I feel
bigger than his
like
face.
in Tone's mind, Tone is texting you right now like, I feel like you got it right. Tone is texting you. Nah.
He has to reduce his fro or increase his face. Because
Yo, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Everybody in the world is gonna, but that is 100% a Queens video. That's how Queens niggas get down, I kid you not.
what am I saying wrong?
No, you just being Queens. The thing about it, the world is gonna be like, damn, now I know why.
Really?
The Queens
You know what,
niggas
give
is
me-
foul.
I know how you really feel, and I know where your job ends.
Nah, I'm good. I have no job.
What do you think about this fro to face ratio?
No, I have no idea.
His face is too thin for his fro.
Listen, the CEOs is always the worst.
They're the worst.
Yo, listen, look at Tone. Look at Tone. He's trying to act like he on an important phone call.
What am I saying that's wrong?
No, it's a beautiful thing. Stop.
Except
This-
for
This is what we do. We love entertainment. Let's keep going, Stoute, and you are a beautiful guest. I love you. And yo, listen, Stoute, I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest. We had N.O.R.E, we had Kevin Lyles, but when people told me that Stoute wanted to do the show, I was so excited. One, because you're from Queens, and I wanted to big up my fellow Queens partner. But two, because you're like one of the unreachable guys in the industry. Like
you said what the first thing?
Unreachable. Like it's hard. Like if you're a person,
I don't need it.
No, you got a private life. You got a private life.
Exactly.
I don't need
Break that down. Break that down. Like how?
I don't need it.
I mean, like,
I don't
fuck
need
that.
it.
It's private.
I don't need it. You know what? I don't need it. What I love is, I love the space. I love being honest about shit. I love laughing. Laughing is the best.
Right.
Laughing is like
fantastic.
It's therapeutic.
But and like, I think we missed a lot of shit tonight. I don't know when I'm gonna do this again. Shit. I don't know
Come
when I'm
back
gonna do this
tomorrow
again.
if you want.
No. I think we missed a lot of shit because.
Like what? What do you think we missed?
More nuances that will push it on the edge. I think we didn't like when what's his name? The white guy who made all the money in radio. In radio.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. What Howard Stern
Well, that's what
did,
we were trying to duplicate in a certain extent.
but you got to go further. Like we're not really touching it all the way. Right? We're not telling the truth. Somebody has to hate him.
Okay.
I'm not making this up.
So you want to go there? Like
Hey, N.O.R.E?
The thing about
because somebody has to say shit that's so fucked up, but it's true.
Right.
Like
no, but the thing about
Howard Stern would say things about Madonna. Like somebody has to say something, man. Like like I'm not making anything up. There's way more shit. We all the artists that we touched, all the things that we touched, we didn't tell the truth. We told most of the truth.
So why did we not tell the truth?
So when we talk about Christina
Because
wait.
No, because we don't want to go there.
Okay.
Because we don't really want to go there.
You just said if you want to go there.
You just said we want to go there. Because the thing about it is, are you the person who, you have a book called Tan in America,
That's
right?
true.
Tan in America means
And a
that
series.
You was making it all one series.
Yeah.
So the thing about it was,
I wrote
these
the book
people,
and did the series before.
Okay. I'm going there now. Now I was going to relax. I wanted to do my Soho House card. I'm going to relax. I'm going to get that next year. Oh no, not me. 2 weeks. Right, but listen. So Stoute.
Yo.
The thing about it, just
I can definitely get you the Soho. Fuck the Soho House card.
It's okay. This is my first time. Let me live. All right. So Stoute. The thing about it is, and when you want to,
Stop, man.
Let's get another shot.
But when people think about it, and they think about people like who's successful like you.
Yeah.
People like successful like Jay.
Yeah.
People successful like Dame.
Yeah.
They always allude to these people as an Illuminati.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, going there?
How do you answer
Man, we
that?
went all the way there.
I don't even know what they're talking about. And by the way, I am not successful in the Dame category.
In the what category?
The Dame category. When you said people like you, like Dame, I am successful in the category of like, I can't believe this nigga did that. I am not in the category of like Illuminati, this, that, and the third. I went past all of those things. I just want you to know that. I don't want to be mistaken by a guy who did well, who came from hip hop, who's stuck in that. No.
Well, I guess the segue is there an Illuminati?
No. That's bullshit.
Because I think I don't know if that exists or not.
No. That part is bullshit. I just want you to know that I don't want that thing or those things to distort the truth. The truth of the matter is, those are just like speed bumps.
A lot of people say
And
they
niggas
was
doing the
blackballed.
right thing. No. Illuminati. Those are fake words, man. There's no Illuminati. There's no gathering of people saying we're going to do this. There's no version of like
eyes wide shut type shit.
No. Nobody even called me for that party. I'd attend that party. I believe that Irv, Dame, like D and Master P and Too Short and E40 and this, that, and the third, and you keep going. We're pushing something that's bigger than us forward. And all we hope is that at one point, somebody says, these were the guys who pushed it. But while we're pushing it, we have no idea if we're gonna have to get credit for it. I go to San Francisco, I see E40, it's like, how much money I made or how much money E40 made, or it doesn't even reflect in our conversation. I see Chameleonaire was telling me a story the other day that was ridiculously fantastic. When you're pushing something forward, that's something that's bigger than you, you removed yourself from the equation and you keep doing that one thing. So when you say, oh, he's from Queens, I'm pushing Queens, Oakland, Memphis, Houston, Dallas, all that shit, Compton, all that shit, I'm pushing all that shit forward.
But mind you, he said Chameleonaire. So I think that's a lesson to be learned as well. People haven't heard Chameleonaire in the entertainment space.
Chameleonaire is a smart guy.
He's been in entrepreneurship.
Chameleonaire is a really smart guy.
Right. We've heard of this.
I fuck with Chameleonaire. And I don't care about that part. You're smart, you're talented, let's push culture forward. Yeah. That's what this show is. That's why I'm here. Right. Drink Champs isn't, you may think you're doing something that's like, Drink Champs. You guys are pushing culture forward, man.
Thank you, Steve Stoute. Thank you.
That's what you guys are doing.
Thank you, Steve Stoute.
That's what you're doing. That's why I'm here. I'm not, all the other parts of it are meaningless.
Right.
The part that's most meaningful is that if you come here and you say something, the world may actually hear it and actually do something as a result of it. Right. Well, I don't need to be here to be hot. There may be people who came to get hot.
Right.
Nah, we don't do that.
Right. No.
That's 50-50.
No.
I'm not here to get hot.
No, but stop. The only part that we want to correct you is because we want to respect our culture. Our culture's the only thing that I could only be disappointed in hip hop is when people get old in hip hop and people don't want to respect them. I just can't allow that. Like I can't allow that. Like,
I get that.
I can't allow that,
that,
my brother. I just can't. I feel like Nas should be respected for the rest of his life. I feel like Jay should be respected for the rest of his life. And guess what? I'm gonna fuck y'all up right now. I feel like Jay will do damages even respected for his life.
Absolutely, man.
But maybe not respect us Nas home. But I'm saying, but he still should be respected. Like we should, our culture. Why don't we like the thing about rock and roll is they always respect they
Yo,
legend.
what was the guy I had Karis One was in my office.
Yes.
You were there when he was there?
Yeah.
Those are my guys. So
Yes,
I keep looking at them, whether
I got it.
So Karis One came to my office and we were talking.
This is Rich Steve Stoute. This is not
This is Rich Steve Stoute.
This is not.
He comes to my office and I meet him and Chris says to me that he was homeless, going like this.
Wow.
Is the bridge over? Is that the bridge over?
He's beating this on the wall, and the guy who's hearing this is a guy who works in the homeless facility.
Scott LaRock?
And that's Scott LaRock. And that's how they made the bridges over. He was homeless when he made the record.
Yeah. No, he was.
That's crazy.
He's
These
telling
are
you
facts.
this story. He's telling you this story.
He's a homeless guy beating against a wall. And the guy who has the beat says, who the fuck is doing that? And then those guys make The Bridge Is Over. And they sell the rights to that song to a company who distributes porn.
You know that.
Steve Styles fucking up our whole childhood right there. Are you telling us porn companies
right now.
made us hip hop?
That's what they're doing. And you know what? Because they can't get out. And when the song finally gets out through this porn distributor.
Wait, Steve Styles, okay.
No.
It was a porn company who put out Boogie Down Production? No, Bridge Is Over?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah. They couldn't get a record deal. That's how these things go. The beginning and the innovation of everything has to pay damages to people who don't understand, people who don't believe it, and all of the other altercations of what it means to go forward. That's all. It's no big deal. He's a homeless guy. He was shitting on MC Shan when he was homeless. Ask him. He'll tell you.
You talking about KRS-One?
Yes, Chris.
Okay. He was homeless. If you stand in front of him, and then
No, I've seen this in front of him. He was homeless. He couldn't.
No, he
didn't have the
just
opportunity
said,
for it.
I'm gonna go in.
He kept hearing this shit. He's in the thing, and he's doing.
He's like, it's time for the Bronx.
Yeah,
We gotta
he was
represent.
shit on this guy, and he's homeless. At the time. These guys did the whole thing, N.O.R.E. These guys were not fucking around. These guys are the real guys, man.
So now, you as a person, as an innovator of hip hop, you see how much intricate they were in their rhymes and how they put it together, and now you're still like the marketing genius.
So go ahead.
And now, I know you as a person who started from Kid and Play.
Yeah.
And now you see these new guys here.
Yeah.
Does it ever bother you that they're not doing the same work that you seen these people doing back then? Or you just still like, fuck it, I'm gonna get the bread. I'm great.
It's not even about the bread. I see it. I see the gap. I see parents. I see love. I see the difference between how you grew up and what matters to you versus what matters to them. I don't even think about it like that. No. I was with Kool Herc when I caught you. I was with Kool Herc fucking 6 months ago. Nobody even talks to Kool Herc.
We need Kool Herc right here on Drink Champs, actually.
Nigga, I was with Kool Herc. I was with Kool Herc. Talking to Kool Herc.
Yo, make sure, if you talk to him, he needs to
By the
come to
way,
Drink Champs.
you know how hard it is for Kool Herc to even know who Noriega is?
Yeah, but you know what?
No, stop. You know how hard it is for Kool Herc to even know who he is or know who you are?
Yes.
It's Kool Herc.
That's cool.
He started in 1974. He don't give a fuck about you or him.
I don't expect him to give a fuck about
right.
it.
For me to get the... Yeah, stop.
It's my job to know who he is.
He's right. I'm listening to him.
Kool Herc is not even talking.
Right.
Kool Herc barely talks to me. No disrespect to you.
No, not at all.
He's not talking to me.
Right.
I speak to Dapper Dan, I speak to Kool Herc. Because I love what they did.
God bless.
And what happens to me, the fucking Dapper Dan Gucci deal, you motherfucking writers to me.
Talked about that.
They gotta pay that man.
Hold on. Let me just stop you right there.
I can't believe how long this conversation. I gotta get out of here.
No. Listen. Because if I believe, it first started.
Vortex.
I felt like you first started and you said you seen something about Dapper Dan that got posted. It wasn't even Dapper Dan. You posted a Louis Vuitton shirt that Dapper Dan actually designed. And am I correct?
You are 100% correct.
Yeah, you asked me earlier if you
seen the whole shit.
Yeah, if you knew my shit was right, I just want you to know I respect you, and I'm 100%.
You seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to go.
Even your people was like, he's good, Stoute. You gotta relax. You gotta relax.
That's not what they're saying.
No.
They're saying no free lyrics.
No, listen. The thing was, we seen that. Where? God, talk about it.
Niggas jack this man. This man is a legend.
Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan is a legend.
Yeah.
Dapper Dan is the reason why everybody wears Gucci and Louis Vuitton and everything to this day. You don't have to know why. And you don't argue with me. Don't be like, fuck him and fuck you and you're old and don't listen. I'm telling you, man, this guy was doing everything. This guy was taking his shit and making sweatpants fit and sweatshirts fit and putting Louis Vuitton and MCM and all that shit in niggas' cars. He was putting together the outfit for drug dealers. And we all, as rappers and then we copy drug dealers. He did it. And then they shut him down.
What do you mean by that?
They shut him down because Mike Tyson beat up a boxer. Mike Tyson whipped the nigga in the ring for the money and then beat the nigga up in real life. Mitch Green.
And that's
he
what
beat up
happened
Mitch
to
Green in
Dapper
front
Dan?
of Dapper Dan.
And Dapper Dan?
And the world realized, what is this place that people go to at night? And Bobby Brown is sniffing coke.
Let's talk about the cocaine story.
Saying Bobby Brown is sniffing coke is wrong. I shouldn't say Bobby Brown is sniffing coke, because you thought he was sniffing something else? No. You thought he was sniffing coke. I just said it. Bobby Brown was sniffing cocaine.
Let's go.
And Bobby Brown was hitting y'all with the Bobby Jaw up at Dapper Dan.
Before Murder Inc. Way before Murder Inc.
Murder Inc. didn't have a...
No, he had a song with Murder Inc. Out there they love it. He did something. His jaw was like this. The video was over this way.
Way before that.
That's way before that. That's what I'm
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, good.
So then Dapper Dan is doing this and they come in on him. How do you have Mike Tyson beating up niggas, the heavyweight champion of the world? Well, he used to explain it and he can't explain it. They shut him down. They shut down Dapper Dan. But he made Louis Vuitton and Gucci and MCM everything that young, urban, black, Latinos, niggas would, none of us could fit a size 2. I may be bigger than all y'all niggas, but none of y'all could fit a size 2. They were making size 2s. He was making custom-made sweatsuits for all of us.
For everyone.
And they shut him down. And I figured out 25, 30 years later, we're gonna get it back. And now we get it back. And now we opened up a Dapper Dan store in Gucci, in Harlem, rather. Gucci.
Okay, so
and we're using all of the prints from 82 to 85. That's what we're doing. And we're making Dapper Dan shit. And that's what we're gonna do. It doesn't matter.
As a person, just looking from the outside in, I felt like you went crazy on Instagram at first because they had actually had a Louis Vuitton.
Did I go do that?
I kind of felt
went
like
Instagram hard?
Did I do that?
I don't do that. I'm asking, did I go hard, JB?
Yeah. You went hard.
What did I do?
This is when I really wish I had your number.
You did it,
you gotta keep this on your hands. Because it was something, and it was a Louis Vuitton.
Right, it was a girl wearing a...
I can't believe they did that.
No. I 100% saw it too.
Ah, shit. You know what? I want to be the guy that's...
You did it in all respect.
I want to be a guy who... I want to move culture for... I don't want to be disrespectful.
No, you wasn't.
And if I was wrong in the way I approached it, I didn't want to do that. I'm not going to let this guy get robbed. I'm not going to let you get robbed. I'm not going to let you get robbed. Somebody starts this thing right now. They put 3 guys here and do a version of this show, right? And all of a sudden, there's Orlando Bloom, and fucking Tom Cruise, some other guy.
God damn it! I want Tom Cruise to take my show. Come on,
Orlando
I'm in. Continue.
And you're
the story.
sitting here saying that we're doing drink champs. I'd be like, yo, that shit is fucked up. They robbed the niggas who had that original idea.
Thank you, Stoute.
Of drinking and talking.
Now we know what we're
I don't like that type of shit.
That's right, Stoute.
And my job is to never let that type of shit sustain itself without me saying it. If I can't stop it, that's fine. But I'm gonna definitely say something about it. It's my job.
Thank you, Stoute.
The success of this show is not my job.
Thank you, Stoute.
The fact that no one can rob you of what you guys invented is my job.
God damn it. Let's make some noise for Steve Stoute. And that's the part.
And that's the end of the show. Cut
Okay,
the mics
hold on.
off, the TV's off. I'm not talking no more.
No.
I'm not talking no more.
Stop. I gotta end the show, Stoute. This is the thing. Please put it back in.
No,
Please.
I'm not doing that.
I have to big you up.
No,
I have to big you up.
I don't know.
I have to big you
No.
up. I have to big you up. Listen. Let me tell you something. In hip hop, we have to start saluting the people that's more behind the scenes. People will only salute. Damn, Stoute, you gotta relax.
Coño, bro. Se fue.
So we love you, Stoute. Thank you for coming here.
Possibly.
Thank you. Thank you. Tone was like, damn, I don't know what Stoute invited me to. Right? It's his fault, right? He invited
You know
you.
what this is.
Absolutely.
Nah, he's good, man.
And
He's
Tone
good,
is
bro.
such a great person.
That's legendary,
Are
man.
we
We
taking
got
one more
legends
shot
here,
before
man.
you leave?
Guys, listen. Everybody, you good?
I'll
You
take a
good?
shot of your shit. Whatever you pick,
As long
I'll take a
as
shot.
everybody's good, I will tell you, I am thankful to
Yeah.
be here. I love what you guys are doing.
Yes.
Being here, watching this whole thing come together, this shit is dope.
Thank
And let's all pick up ourselves, man.
Yeah.
I got this.
And
I got this. I love the job.
Yes.
I love the job. My job is to push it forward. I love the job. That's my job. It's my
And
job.
I wanna
I'm
say-
on the fucking front. You gotta stop talking.
I got another
And your mustache is too thin.
I love
The
that.
fact that you guys are letting them get away with this mustache in Miami is crazy.
Hey, my mustache ain't right for real.
It's a fucking
This nigga keep going on my mustache. Do you see your shit over there?
yes.
Jungle told me about it. He texted me. He
What
said,
he
you
said?
see Stoute shit? Stoute. He said,
You know how easily I could have killed your front tooth?
you know, my shit is good. My shit is good.
I don't know where this is going
I don't know.
right
This is Queen shit. This is Queen shit.
now. Go ahead, Queens. Guys, each other, guys.
He's know. He's
Nobody
straight from
knows these
Miami.
jokes.
Huh? Yeah, he's know. This is what we do as Queens niggas.
You call me a jerk? I don't know.
However,
Yeah.
why don't we ended it peacefully already?
No,
Ended it on a nice
always.
note.
We're in the peaceful and Stoute. I appreciate everything that we can do as people and people keep it together. I appreciate what you did for hip hop. I appreciate what Trackmasters did.
Trackmasters,
I
absolute
appreciate
legends.
how the fuck y'all are as people. And we fucking want to salute our legends. There's not one show in the world. You look at First Take, you look at all this other shit. These guys big up who it is. Not even First Take, TNT with Charles Barkley and what's this shit? Kenny Smith?
Say something.
Kenny Smith?
Yeah.
Kenny Smith, what's that show? Okay, we didn't have that in hip hop. So that's what I wanted to big up. I wanted to big up the people that I respect, people that I love, the people that put people in positions and make shit work from there. And that's what I wanted to
Who's
do.
on your next show?
We never know who's on our
Yeah,
next show.
we're like firefighters.
Yeah.
We get the call.
We just do what the fuck we gotta
That's
do.
absolutely
Stoute.
the truth.
That's what we gotta do. But guess what? I wanted you to know, in case you ever didn't know it, I respect you. I really do.
what's up.
Face to face, man. I knew that every problem I ever had with you was because I was a young person. And that's the reason why I came to you and I talked to you and I told you I'm sorry. Because as a man, I knew I wasn't a man. I knew I wasn't a man when I had a problem with you. So that has nothing to do with nothing.
Yes, sir.
That was good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes,
Yo,
you have to
listen.
do it in front of everybody.
No, I want to do it in front of everybody because I'm a man. And that's what a man does. When a man recognizes what happens in anything, and you've done amazing things in hip hop, you continue to do amazing things in hip hop.
I'm not slapping.
And you're not slapping.
I'm not even stopping.
You're not even stopping. And you know what?
Crazy.
This is what we do in Drink Champs. We continue to respect the people.
I had a great time.
You had a good time?
You listen.
It's not your first time. It doesn't have to be your first
Stop.
time.
This guy right here, I love him to death.
He's the fucking man.
Yeah, you had a good time?
I had a great time.
You sure you had everything off?
Yo.
You want to say something? Niggas
Nah,
front-running
you know,
Niggas acting they were better than
We got that off. We got that off.
Nah.
you. You got everything
Tony,
off?
But
Sure?
you obviously didn't hear what I said. It's not your first time here. Because this is a home.
I don't know if I'm going to come back.
No, and you will. And you will.
You
Absolutely.
safe. There's people like Irv
the
Gotti.
safe
He's
part.
never coming back.
No, I think he will.
Never come. Like
Maybe not.
Style's safe. We kept him safe.
I gave everybody so... I can't even believe it. You know what? And there's so much
Style.
more.
We trying to keep you safe.
That's why it's not your first time here.
He's
guys
thinking
good?
about it. He's thinking about it.
I'm not thinking about nothing.
Look, this man with the beard is looking like, listen, don't go into Irv Gotti territory. He's crazy. Did you know what he said? He said that Eminem bodied Jay-Z.
He was so wrong. You know the thing that he didn't know?
Talk that shit.
He
Talk
didn't
that
know.
You don't hear his mic on.
Royce the 5'9" already and Eminem already had the song. I heard the song before they got.
I heard that.
I'm not talking about that.
No.
Take the picture.
Take the picture.